going.
Take me back to the paradise city where the girl is green and the girl's not. Hey,
bro, you should go to America's Got Talent.
hey man,
You get the golden buzzer. You know that?
I can actually eat my own ass, so I would definitely do that.
It's perfect for a family.
Thanks everybody for keep watching, man. We're back live. Can't wait. Doing another one. Best friends back at it, baby. We got real plans out here. See, this is just one of the many plans that we have going on. There's more things going on up here. Because me and Steve here, we're not satisfied. We're just not satisfied with where we are or the chances that we've took. So it's getting to that point of insanity or changes. Trying to develop a plan. Neither one of us knew much about anything when it really comes to day-to-day upper echelon living life shit. I don't really know much about leases, rental property, certificates, insurance.
Do I know anything with QuickBooks? No.
Do I know how to make a pie? No.
No. Could I make a pie?
I can try.
I make a bomb-ass pie. Give me some time. That's what I need.
What's your favorite kind of pie?
I'm not a pie guy.
No pie.
Hold on. I shouldn't say it. I've recently started really fucking up some sweet potato pie, man.
There you go.
Some good-ass sweet potato pie. It's great. But, like, so that's a different type of pie, because to me, that's more like cheesecakey versus, like, pie. Like, when I think pies, I think, like, cherry pie. You got that cherry filling all throughout the thing and a crust. Too much for me. You know what I'm saying? I could even possibly get behind some pumpkin pie, you know?
You've ate some pumpkin pie?
Yeah. I don't like the pumpkin flavor as much. I think people use way too much fucking cinnamon in that shit. You know?
But I do think pumpkin pie is good. I do like pumpkin pie. Yeah. I like all pie.
I think people.
I've never met a pie I didn't like.
People make pumpkin spice pies trying too hard. You know, it's like.
No, that's weird.
I'm eating a candle.
I'm talking like a straight up Thanksgiving style pumpkin pie, bro. That shit good, man. With a little Cool Whip on top.
But like, I'm also like where people when people go to look at pies, they're like, I need something nice and sweet as fuck. And I'm like, I hate shit that's too sweet, and people always make shit too sweet. Like,
I definitely hate shit that's too sweet, but I might be a little bit more lenient than you are, because I mean, I like mud pie. I love that. Just straight up put it in crepe, basically. That is good shit, lemon meringue pie. Love it.
Yeah, I don't like lemon too much.
I'm not a big fan either, but I love it. I still love it. It's just good.
But you don't like blueberry, like cherry pie where it has like that weird filling in it. You know.
I don't like the fake ass ones that you like buy for $1 at the convenience store. That's not.
We've had some good homemade, but I mean, it's still like most people make it in like that sugary, thick bath with a bunch of like.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that bullshit. I'm talking about like an authentic pie, like a good ass pie. That shit's good. You know what I mean? It's good, man. Blueberry, cherry. Anything. You can sell me on any pie, brother.
Yeah.
If that crust is good, and
like I said, I'm going for that motherfucking pumpkin or sweet potato. Sweet potato pie is like unmatched in my opinion, bro.
Oh, it's great. It's absolutely great. I love it.
Bro,
I love it. I love cakes too, you know. You know what I hate is like standard birthday cake. Because the icing, you want to talk about like when things are too sweet. It's that fucking icing that comes on like, birthday cakes. First of all, why are we all still pretending that's good? Because it's not. Second of all, why are you using that at kids' birthdays?
$10.99 and kids love it. It's like, hey, this is not bad.
Man, if it was my kid, I'll scoop that fucking ice.
Oh, you want your kid's name on it? Oh, God, sure. Like,
it's just way too fucking sweet, man.
That's my thing. It's like
I think teeth crater.
People do it because of the convenience, you know. It's
there.
I got the chips and dip from the same grocery store. I got the cake.
There's something about just a moist ass fucking piece of cake.
Special cake, and then you got some like.
What's your favorite kind of cake?
Got some like whipped icing. Cheesecake.
What kind?
Just
regular?
Just like this. Like
strawberry, blueberry.
You better start having me look like Future. It's like original. Original. It's like I like that, like, you know, basic cheesecake.
Just regular cheesecake.
Yeah, you know. Well, I think it's hard to make a good cheesecake. You know. I agree.
I agree. But it's not too thick.
Yeah.
Bro, shout out to Tyler, bro. I hope Tyler watches this somewhere along the line and
does he make a good cheesecake?
Not Tyler. His fucking grandma, bro.
She makes a good cheesecake.
He hyped it before, and I really didn't give it much attention because you're just like, man, everybody's grandma makes good cake.
Exactly.
And then one day he just brought me out and was like, yo, here's a little piece. I didn't have much, but here's a piece. And dog.
fire.
Steve, you like cheesecake, bro? You ain't never had nothing like this, dog. I
hope he watches it too, Tyler. We need some of that cheesecake up in here,
bro.
man.
I've asked so many times, dog. I went to his baby shower. I'm like, get your team out and make something for the shower, bro. He's like, yeah, she will. Then he never gets it. Bro. He got the
Put it in that fridge.
I never see it.
No one
bro,
ate
but
it.
When you want to talk about like perfect, consistent texture, dog, this is like a homegrown with love cheesecake, dog.
Like, she been doing this cheesecake. She did this cheesecake for her kids.
Yeah. I've always said like I really don't care about,
bro.
Well, of course you care. I'm not trying to say it like I'm hard as fuck or something, but I didn't care that much about parents, whatever, things like that. But I always wanted that good grandmom that just like showed me recipes and like let me lick the spoon and shit like that, like that grandmom shit, bro.
I'll tell you, one great moment I had with my mom, like we used to always like make banana bread. There's one time always stands out, like, we're making banana bread, always from scratch, everything, putting the nuts and the bananas and everything. We just finished baking, we go to eat it, we're just like, something's off. We didn't put no fucking eggs in that bitch. And like, my 9-year-old self, we're just geeking, I'm just like, this is the best thing in the world. Like, it was like, we got $10 worth of ingredients and had a fucking blast for 4 hours making banana bread.
So do you know how to make banana bread, or you forgot that treat? Because I do like banana bread.
I got, it's not
what
hard,
if you just put bananas in the cake batter?
Well, I mean, it's like you get like pretty much a bread dough going type of deal, and then like you of course you mix some bananas in it, it's kind of like it's like mushed in there, so you get the banana flavor. Yeah, you can throw some in the dough. I guess I can't exactly remember if it was more like cake battery or versus like. It might be more of like a banana cake bread versus like actual banana bread.
I got you.
So like we had like banana.
You guys made like an Asian version.
No, the Asians eat banana bread.
Exactly.
Plantains or some shit like.
Sticky rice.
I tell you, you know what did that for me, bro? Like, I would always like grow up around like other Asian kids. And like I'd be noticeably Asian, but of course they're always like something's off about this kid. He ain't full blooded, you know what I mean?
About you?
He's like Muggle born or some shit, like but and like they would it's like they would always test me and be like, "Do you know what this is?"
Are you serious?
Told you guys not really.
He doesn't even know what Taoism is, dummy.
Confucius say, "One who did not know about the Tao, a dummy." Like literally, like see somebody
just say some shit in Chinese or something and be like, "You don't know that is."
Kind of be together, right? Oh, yeah, I remember going to the Recs, when I was little. The rec race.
You tried.
Summer camp always had Asian kids, and it's like I tried to learn more things, like I learned, like even up in like middle school, I'd still see some of these kids and like oh, you can't use chopsticks. So I learned how to use chopsticks because people are always like, oh, you don't know how to use chopsticks? What? It's crazy. I'm like, well, I guess maybe. Of course not. I'm older. I'm like, it doesn't make no fucking sense.
No.
Like I grew up with a fork and knife. What did we do?
So you never learned? You're still not good?
Yeah, no, I'm great with chopsticks.
Oh, are you?
Hey, super chopstick boy.
They always fuck me up. I just can't never get a tight enough grip on the small things. Like I can eat I can get some noodles up on that bitch. But I can't get like when you eat it with rice. Like, how are you supposed to eat?
That's why you stick your rice. That's why you stick your rice. Like fried rice doesn't stick too much.
Right, but
the sticky rice, you just kind of like.
So that's how you know it's like fake.
You get like the triangle going, and just kind of like scoop it. Kind of go in there, grab like a sticky thing, and it's like whatever comes with it.
I'm interested.
Not conventional. I think about it. Spoon's definitely great for delivering shit to your mouth.
Yeah, but like I always make the argument, like I was talking to my sister and everybody about it the other day. Like I think like steel, like utensils, is like the stupidest thing ever. Like it doesn't feel right eating with steel utensils.
Never thought about it,
And to me, it's also like I always just have this metal taste, like just this metal thing. It's hard as fuck, so it doesn't even make sense to really be trying to bite something that's hard as fuck like that.
Even though it never happens, I think about like if I go to take something off the fork and I bite it, and I just hear that like coming out, like my teeth grit against it, and they really
the worst, bro.
But like, you ever had like bamboo like utensils?
I haven't used.
I've had some, and like I'm like, okay, this is how it's supposed to be done.
So you did like them?
Yeah, but I mean like. They're bamboo, so it's like over time, they're not of course, you buy a $5 utensil set, they're lasting you a good bit,
Last me a year, I'm happy.
Shit, it's like, it's like not as durable, but still like wood pretty much.
They gotta be sharp though. That's the thing. They do gotta be sharp at the end. But even like regular steel forks aren't that sharp. I never understood that. Like at the end of forks, it's like they usually like square it all.
Yeah.
Which is weird because it's like you're trying to poke shit.
And like most knives you get, unless they're specifically like stick knives, don't cut shit.
Yeah. Or they're dull quick as shit.
I can't even stab somebody with a.
This ain't even real metal.
It's like so I remember like I'd have a butter knife and like actual cutting knife for shit. But now it's like everything that comes with it is just a butter knife. You don't get anything else unless you get like, it's a 4-piece steak knife set.
I know we got this $9.99 knife sharpener if you want it.
Exactly, some bullshit like that. But that's one thing you can't pass up on, like especially when you're cooking, is like a good sharp knife. You need a good sharp knife. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely.
When you're going against that pepper, you're just like, wow, like I literally just gotta go like pretty much crush it into submission with this
knife. And in my
opinion,
like a squared off knife, like cooking is just all around easier and funner when I have a squared knife.
Yeah.
Like the ones you can jump.
Big cutting board. Nice size
cutting board. Yeah.
Like I had a little one for a while. I was like, I might as well just not even fucking.
Exactly. I always have this great idea of like having like a trash bin on it, and then one day on Shark Tank I was watching it and somebody made it.
Yeah.
I was like, motherfuckers. Because like always, like when I go to like make shit, I always gotta like have a bowl just so I can put like the end of my onion, the top of my peppers, shit like that. My garlic pepper, my garlic skin and shit.
Exactly, That's what like I like when I actually do it, like I like cooking. I do like it, bro.
I absolutely love cooking.
I do like it, bro.
Yeah.
I like, especially like when I try to make some new shit.
Yeah. Especially, like a lot of time Kay's like mad. I'm like, I'll cook it. She thinks like I don't want her cooking. It's like, really? Like I just like cooking, bro. I'm like, I just like cooking. I don't really mind unless I'm tired.
Like for me, it's a little bit of that, but I'm also like, I know how I like it.
That's true. That is true.
It's like you don't get the sear on those vegetables like I do. I'm sorry, you just don't. I like a little bit of like oomph on the vegetables. I'm sorry, you're missing the it factor. Okay, you're really missing it. I'm literally like Chef Ramsay. I'm like, I look at him like, fuck off. Get out!
Fucking Tripper's still walking.
Kitchen. Like shit like that. It's like this is how you cut shit.
Yeah, but this mainly Matt does really like having like, especially vegetables. There's something about just having like a big ass pan of vegetables. Just the coloring. Yeah. So much color to it. You just feel like, man, this is good.
Yeah, like what always gets me is like I go to Chipotle and like they always got like the green and red onion mixture. Or one day I remember they had the yellow and red, and I'm just like,
oh, fancy are you?
And I immediately like the next day I got some red and yellow peppers with some red onion, just like sauteed them up with some mushrooms. I was just looking at them, just like, like I'm looking at the color. I'm just like eating with your, like they say, you eat with your eyes first.
Yeah.
So another thing they say is like when you look at your plate and it still different colors, you're getting a bit of everything like that. Orange pepper doesn't have all the same thing that red pepper got. That yellow pepper has different shit than the orange pepper.
But it's weird because like they all start out as the same pepper. Isn't that so weird?
It is developing. It's weird. And
it's timing.
They all taste the same, but people say it tastes different.
I don't agree with that, but I see what you mean, but I don't agree with that. Like to me, a green pepper has nowhere near the same taste as a red or a yellow.
Exactly.
Or orange.
Green tastes different than the orange, yellow, red, but the red, yellow, orange tastes the fucking same across the board, in my opinion. Like the green just has something about that, like I don't know, it just has that like. With
green, it's like it's good, but to me, it's just I prefer it more on like I can eat like some green peppers with ranch or like put it in my salad or something like that. I want like in my Alfredo, I don't want green pepper. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't even care for that pepper. Like I want.
I never heard green pepper in Alfredo.
Well, spaghetti, like even spaghetti, like I like it in spaghetti. I will put it in there because I do like the pepper. Yeah. But like I like the other ones. I think have way more flavor. Like even like on a fajita. I think that the other ones have just like for me, a yellow one is kind of sweet.
Yeah. I get you on that.
Yeah, it has like a sweetness to it. Not much, but and then like a red one has like this crisp, like it's hard to describe with the red to me. It's like it's like a clean snap, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like it just has like a firm grab to it, and then it has a different type of juice.
Yep.
Like that, and then the green pepper is just kind of a bland pepper with a good snap.
Yeah, like I love fucking around in the kitchen, bro. It's like the thing is weird. Like maybe it's just like because I like just like doing things with like my hands, like putting shit together.
Yeah, it's a good feeling, right? And then you're like, oh, I can eat this too.
Yeah, And it's like I remember, like just like watching. I remember like growing up, I used to always watch the Food Network. Like it just
hell yeah, I loved it, bro.
Just watch Chopped, and it's just like, oh, so you balance out ketchup with some fucking something like spicier.
Yeah,
like
you
sour,
learn.
It's
yeah,
like,
I remember, bro. I
oh.
literally used to watch fucking. What the fuck's his name? Bam. Emerald. Yeah, Emerald. Yeah. I used to watch Emerald as a kid, bro. I remember watching him roll shit. I watched them all, dog. I watched Rachel Ray, Paula Dean, Bobby Flay, Chef Ramsay. I've watched every fucking. I've watched the fucking food truck marathons, the kids chop, the grown chop.
One of my favorites, Alton Brown. Good Eats. Remember that one dude with like the balding? He would come and be like, he always had like the food facts and shit,
The bald dude?
Yeah, he was kind of bald. He wasn't all the way here, like a little something.
I thought his shit was like exotic foods.
Nah, this is Alton Brown. It was called Good Eats.
I know the name of that, but I thought that was I thought the bald dude was the guy that used to eat like he would do like with like penguin eggs or some shit. He used to eat things like that. You know what I'm talking about? There was a bald headed dude who used to like.
I think so.
He used to always fucking. It was like world's most extraordinary foods or some shit like that.
Got you. This was Good Eats Alton Brown. He would like each episode he would focus on like one main dish, but he would talk about like everything from like how, like let's say it was like making a roast. He's like, oh, these are your different cuts of roast. This is what you're gonna want to roast them at temperature wise, and traditionally this is where it's been eaten, but today this is how we're doing it. Blah blah blah. And go on. He'd just be like, all right, and he goes over like it was like an very educational
that's
cooking
cool.
show. And throughout the whole episode, he was analyzing the meal, pretty much the history behind it. The best how he prepares it.
I love that.
Timing, everything,
I love that.
temperature, what you're looking for.
Options.
Consistency, exactly,
Yeah, because like when you watch like Rachel Ray, she's trying to do 30-minute meals.
Exactly.
She don't have time to teach you. She's just like, I got potatoes, I'm putting it on chicken. The chicken's already here.
What did she say? She's like some like EOO or something, or she said something about like olive oil. Like she used to be like Evo or some shit for like extra virgin olive oil or some shit. So
Evo.
She was like, we need some Evo in that bitch. Like, and it'd be like,
all right, Drake.
Throw shallots in there. Where Alton Brown would be like, shallots. What's the difference between garlic and shallots? Like, or like onion and shallots. It was great.
No, that's awesome.
He's relaunching this shit. You also remember the show Unwrapped?
I know all
how
of
it's
these
made.
ones.
How it's made
with
like
food.
Candy and shit.
Yeah.
It'd be like, how do you think the blow pop came to be? Or Dum Dum Pops, and it would go to like the fact. Yeah, that was another good one.
I like how it's made too. That was another cool one.
Bro.
But like for me with like with the cooking ones, like I always liked Paula Dean's food the most because I'm just a fan of like that slow cooked Southern shit.
Yeah, bro.
But I always felt like I learned the most from Ramsay, yo. I really do because he puts it one sentence, like it's just one sentence. Like here's the truth. Like I don't got time to explain it.
I watched his like whenever you watch him like go over something, he's like, all right, first things first, knife to the bone, stay near the bone now, and then. Now and it's just like one sentence in between each one of those.
That's what I'm saying. It's just
exactly.
Bam, bam. That's what you want.
Yeah. You just like then, this, and now, then. Oh man, yeah, man. Like that's what separates a lot of people is like good teachers, good teachings, being able to being able to get across the various types of people and different methods and just teach them and just I mean, of course, that's not like Ramsay. Like he just holds like that harshness, and whatnot. It's exceptionalist, responsibility, no excuses type of deal. But like real, I shouldn't say real teachers, but like those teachers, like I don't know, just good.
No, I know exactly.
Message across,
like that boxer
resonates.
Terrence Crawford was on Rogan's podcast the other day, and they were asking him like, "What are you gonna do after boxing? You want to be a trainer?" He's like, "I can't." He's like, and they was like, "Why?" He's like, "You got a guy, you tell him something 9 times." 10th time, he still don't keep his right up when you come in, like something like that. He's like, I can't fucking deal with it. I can't just keep like repeating like that.
Yeah.
To me, I'm always the guy that's just like, I can keep repeating it. Like I'll repeat it till it's just annoying to where I shouldn't repeat it that much. Exactly, it's just like you got to do it at this point.
And when they come to you, you're like, well, fucking do it. It's like,
yeah.
It's like you keep dropping your fucking right hand. Someone's a clip your dumb ass.
You got to clip them.
Yeah.
That's a consequence type thing, right? It's like,
all right,
get it now?
Spar with me real quick. I'll show you.
I'm going to show you.
Exactly. You go in. He's like, look, throw that left, bang.
And you rock it with the right. And he's like, I had my right up. Yeah, exactly. But you're too focused on that now. You gotta keep your left up too, kid. Come on, it's boxing.
So what the fuck are you doing? You said you were coming with a straight. Yeah, but I hit you with an uppercut and you weren't ready for it. Like,
fuck at him.
You keep dropping that fucking hand. It's like, God, I'm about to give you a quick 1-2. And you just come in with a fucking kidney shot. You're just like, look, so you're not ready. Like,
it's just so crazy with these boxing matches. Like, the UFC has had some tough times of not making the fight when it should have been made, but for the most part, they always get the job done.
Yeah.
Boxing is like that was like a month ago. They're like, it's been agreed upon that Wilder versus Fury 2 is going to happen. And February 22nd, 2020.
Yeah.
It's like, it wasn't even August, like when that news was breaking. Like, what the fuck, bro? You're like,
it was like June. Like,
they have another person they're fighting first. They have another person they're fighting before that. It's like already signed for that fight, though.
And you see the articles float around like, oh, they still haven't agreed on money, but February it's coming.
Yeah.
No, they still haven't agreed on terms. No pay-per-view terms yet. All right, they got their winnings, but not pay-per-view. Oh, excuse me, man. Damn.
You good over there?
Yeah.
Well, that's
allergies going.
Gotcha.
I haven't had them in a while. It's usually that transition in season that kind of gets you coming and going.
Don't talk about summer leaving. But
winter guy, I'm a bear. I'm out here, polar bear.
Let's see how he is when the cold's here.
Well, I got my hair growing out now, so I'm ready to keep warm. I'm gonna start cutting this shit off and make it into a nice like fucking scarf or some shit.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Like a necklace of Asian hair.
Exactly. That's sold for a lot in the market. It sounds like. How much are you paying for a necklace of Asian hair?
I got $8 for that.
15?
There's a funny moment that I want to talk to you about, like with that, like another thing in boxing that was happening. Canelo, basically, he won his last fight. So he had a title. And then you get like in boxing, you get like a mandatory person you got to fight, or you can,
Didn't Canelo get banned though? Didn't he get kicked out? No,
he got suspended, but he's back.
Okay, he's back now.
Yeah,
okay.
So he beat a guy. He beat a guy named Dan. He's already beat 2 people since then. But he beat a guy named Danny Jacobs, and he's a great fighter. He beat him. And from there, it's like they want him. So Canelo, it's weird, right? Because Canelo, it's so weird how boxing works. So let's say you're the champ, right, above me in a weight class, right? And then I'm the champ, right? And I got a guy I'm supposed to fight in a weight class below you, right? You could literally pay that guy, the guy that's supposed to fight me for my title. You could pay him out of your pocket as a different champion to not fight me. Like, how much are you making for that fight? Are you making 2.5 mil? Here's 3.5. Don't fight the fight. And then you would get to fight me for my title. You get what I'm saying? You can literally
weight class.
And wherever that's at, right? Wherever that's at, you can always do that. It's called step aside money, basically. So this guy named it's hard for me to pronounce, Russian name, like Dravenko or some shit like that.
So weird. What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. So listen to this guy, this Russian dude, his name was like Devarenko. Canelo was supposed to defend that title versus him, basically. So Canelo wanted to go fight for another title. So that guy, that Jarenko, or I can't say his name right. It's like a Russian name. Jarenko, he was supposed to fight Canelo, right? Okay. So Canelo's like, I don't want to fight you. I want to fight for another title. But that federation is like, no, you got to fight this guy. So he offered him, they said it was like rumors are, 3.5 mil, right? So he would have got paid 3 mil or 2.5 mil for the fight. They offered him 3.5 mil to not accept the fight versus himself, right? Right. So he could go fight another guy named Kovalov.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that guy, bro, that Russian, turned that shit down, bro.
Nice. I was waiting for that.
To fight for that title, bro.
Exactly, yeah.
So Canelo don't even know about this. This is all getting done by Oscar De La Hoya, his manager and shit, So they take Canelo's title. And now GGG comes running in. He's fighting that guy now for that title that Canelo lost. Jarenko, yeah.
For the title, okay.
Golovkin's fighting him. Triple G is fighting him now for the Canelo title that he just lost for doing that. So he's just like super pissed, right? Because he don't want to fight. It looks like he don't want to fight Triple G the third time. So now Triple G's like, all right, I'm gonna go grab this belt. And then if you want that belt back, you're gonna have to fight me, basically. Yeah. They were just talking about like with the zone. It's that new boxing shit. It's it's a good idea, you know. It's like $20 a month, and you get all the pay-per-view fights.
Now talking about the step aside money. It's like,
yeah, it's crazy, right?
Tell me something like that, and I'm like, that's illegal. No, he's like,
kind of rigged up.
No, it's legal. You can do that.
Literally.
You have to do that. I'm like, oh, what the fuck, like. Wow.
But that Russian, who probably ain't never had that much money in his life, turned that shit down to go fight for a title. But the way that played out, now that Canelo lost that and he's fighting Triple G, he's rumored to get $5
mil?
Yeah. Which is more than the original step aside money.
Exactly.
Because now it's Triple G coming in, so it's a bigger fight.
The original fight period.
Yeah, exactly. You know? And so he basically doubled up his money to fight Triple G, and then if he gets that,
and you still look like a fucking G because you're like, well, I turned that money down.
He looks like a super G, bro.
I'm gonna fight anybody. I want the title.
Oh, that title, bitch.
I want to pay step aside money.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a hell of a fight. But with the zone, they have like, you know, they try and start this thing of like they're signing their own fighters, so basically they're paying out huge amounts of money for these people to fight.
They're trying to centralize it.
Trying to centralize it, so you pay $20 a month instead of paying like $100 to watch a boxing match, which it is sometimes a pay-per-view. You just pay $20 a month throughout the year, and you get all of them. So
UFC style.
Yeah, UFC don't have that.
No, the fight pass. I don't know.
The fight pass don't really show you nothing. You can get some early prelims of like some nobodies, and you see like 3 fights, and it goes to ESPN. No, and this is what they were recommending UFC do. Instead, they want the ESPN route.
Right.
So now they're selling their pay-per-views on ESPN. They try to do it that way. So the zone is kind of like saying like, nah, this is the way it's going to be. Like people ain't going to keep paying $65 for a pay-per-view or $70 to watch 2 people fight. So they're like, just give us $20 a month and we'll give you all the fights, basically. So it's a great idea, right? So they signed.
Not if you're like a big fighter and you're like, pay-per-views, because they're not selling pay-per-views anymore, are they?
They still smack pay-per-view points, but you know the largest contract ever in sports went to Canelo Alvarez. Canelo, bro, from the zone. 10 years, $365 million. So every time he fights is $36.5 million flat, no matter who he fights. It's so secure, bro. It's like a baseball contract almost, you know?
Jesus fuck.
Literally, man. No matter, he could go fight me and you, bro.
What type of shit is that, bro?
He still gets it because they're trying to build a brand.
Yeah, 100%.
Right?
But
look, then they went out and signed a bunch of other guys. So then they started signing Canelo's rivals so that they could fight Canelo, right? So they signed Triple G. They signed Danny Jacobs. Then they went and signed Anthony Joshua. Then they signed Ruiz. Then they were trying to get Wilder, but Wilder went a different way. Try to get Fury went a different way. So basically, they're trying to recoup all that money they spent.
Yeah.
So they were hoping end of the year, Anthony Joshua fights Wilder or Fury on the zone. End of the year, Canelo fights Triple G. End of the year on the zone. Well, now it's looking like neither one of them fights are going to happen for them, you know, because Joshua's got to fight Ruiz again in December.
Yeah, it's coming
no matter what. So he's out until next summer.
They keep talking about Ruiz and out of shape.
Yeah, I see that.
They keep talking about that too. I'm just like, I probably got a nice little check. Probably was enjoying life, vacation.
Oh, they showed him. He showed up in the fucking Rolls Royce. He's got chains and shit now. He's definitely living his life. Which hey, I don't blame you. Live up, but. Just know that fight coming around sooner or later, baby.
Exactly.
It's crazy how long they have to me. That's always been crazy. Like a UFC fighter, it happens. Like Cormier and Stipe, that was a long time. But like for the most part, they can't even be in camp that long. You're just gonna get hurt.
Exactly.
Like a 4-month camp, that's crazy. Like 8 weeks is like the total usually, unless you've been like knocked out or something.
Yeah, you gotta get in there. You gotta do your work. Whereas boxing, you probably work like those 5 months, those whole 5 months or so,
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
not sure, but
like the top guys fight like twice a year, so once every 6 months. So Canelo's making $72 million, not including whatever he sells plus, because he does get pay-per-view points on certain things. Like it's like stipulations. Like if he sells, if it's 100,000 viewers, you get this much. If it's 500,000,
it's literally just ridiculous.
Crazy, bro.
Like,
and that's like what Terrence Crawford was saying on Rogan. He's like, why the fuck would I go be a UFC fighter? He's like, I don't get paid shit. You know, he's like, in boxing, like the lower people do get paid less than the lower people in UFC, technically. But there's way more people that make high money in boxing. Like if you're a good fighter in boxing, you're gonna make fucking money.
You'll make some, but you'll make some money. You'll get something. You'll get something popping. You know,
you're gonna be a millionaire. You know, there's top level fighters who are in UFC who are millionaires.
Exactly, sure. Make a couple $100,000 or that, you know.
And UFC, bro, it's fucking. I told you, win bonus, so you only get half if you lose.
Yeah,
that's so sick. That's so sick. Can you imagine, like, even if you had like 275,000, right, and 275,000 to win, it's still like you lost 275,000, bro. It don't matter how much you made, you lost this much.
Exactly, like because you did not win. You took home half what you could.
Which makes me think about the fucking UFC that just passed, which was absolute fire. They absolutely regained everything they were losing.
Saturday's fights, yeah.
They regained everything they were losing. I mean, legendary fights, man. But there is some weird shit going on, you know. Woke up a little late for that one, but you know, we're sitting there watching and we're like, man, did somebody put something in like the hotel water or something like that? Like the fighters were so weird at certain times. Like,
what do you mean?
Like I know when Romero and Costa were fighting, like it was just a crazy brutal war. Like one of the best fights.
They're going hand for hand.
One of the best fights of all time. But like Romero is just like sticking his tongue out the entire time. Like every time Costa hit him, he would stick his tongue out like that.
The fuck?
And there's like one point where like he's in basically the corner of the octagon and Costa's just ripping off on his face. And he's just like with his tongue out the whole time. Like crazy, bro. And people are out there making that argument that like Romero won that fight. He definitely was coming on later. He definitely was fucking teeing Costa up. But at the end of the day, it's like you have to go forward, right? So like Costa's constantly coming forward. There was points where Costa was against the cage and Romero wouldn't go to him. He's like, come like this, square up in the middle. You know, it's like somebody's against the cage. You got to go there and kill them. Which if he would have went up to Costa, he probably would have killed him, bro. But instead, he like let Costa push the action, you know. But it started out so crazy. First round, it's like you're like, oh shit, this looks serious, bro. Costa fucking drops Romero. I think it was left hook. Drops him. I'm like, no. Fucking next thing you know, Romero bounces back up, goes against the cage, fires a fucking, I think it was a left uppercut, dog, or like a side hook like that, drops Costa. In like 15 seconds, bro, they both dropped each other. Just and then from there, dog, they were just slinging. It's like these boys are big.
Yeah,
these are 185 pounds.
I've seen them, and they're fucking.
You know what they weighed on fight night? 213 for Costa, 207 for Yoel. Yeah, so that's crazy to think about. They gained 25. In California, they implement a rule where you're not supposed to, on fight night, weigh more than 10% of what you weighed in at.
Right, which makes sense.
Over half the fighters that fought that night weighed up over 10%.
And does that come with any type of penalty or anything?
No, they're talking about eliminating those fights. Like if someone's that big the next day, they're talking about eliminating the fight. That would have canceled 3 UFC fights.
Exactly.
On that card.
If you set that going forward, though,
but
more cautious about.
But you're just making people cut weight more. The next day, they're still cutting weight no matter what. And the next day,
they're cutting 20 more.
And the next day, they can't even get it back because you're saying like, don't go this big. Like, well, I mean, come on, dude. You know what I mean? Okay, now I'm gonna start myself more. You're just gonna get less performances and more harder weight cuts, in my opinion. In that one, like to me, at that point, it's like, okay, just make a rule straight up. Like, why they gotta weigh in at a certain amount? You can see what they're weighing in at. Like, they gotta fight at a different weight class. And you know, it's simple as that. You guys are weighing in way too big. But like, what this 185,
20 pounds is crazy.
But 185 to 205 is 20 pounds.
Yeah.
So like if you were saying, oh, you guys got to go up in a weight class to Costa and Romero, well, now they're fighting without cutting any weight. As big as they could have got, they got 210 and 207. So it's like at 205, they would be small guys. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because somebody at 230 is cutting down to 205.
Exactly.
So now it's like, yeah, that's where they should be at. But
of course, like that person being 230, if you implement that rule, they wouldn't be able to,
Well, if you implement that rule, he'd go down to 205. You just have to weigh in the next day like 212, 213, So you just have to keep it down.
True, yeah.
But that was a fucking war, bro. That was a great fucking fight. And like at the at the third round, man, he just had Costa so figured out, but he just kept letting him go. And Costa just kept going and going. He's a tough bitch.
Playing that shit long.
Like he wasn't going for the kill, bro. Like there was a point where like Romero's tagging him with back jabs and shit. Like he just got some so figured out. He's like rolling. He's like back jabbing him and shit. That's like when you got somebody's timing super down.
Exactly.
You know, like there's your head. There's your head. There's your head.
Ding.
But he never was like, there's your head. You know what I mean? Or like fired something like that. He didn't use his wrestling. It was just great fight, but bad strategy by Romero.
Right, yeah, just seeing that, I mean, I didn't watch it, but hearing something like that, it's like, you gotta go in, you gotta take him out,
You gotta take him out.
Did he lose the fight?
He lost the fight, yeah. But people were saying he won, but to me, he didn't. And I'm not saying he necessarily lost the fight, but it's just one of the ones where it's like, you never went forward. So what if you'd have knocked this guy down where you're not going to chase him? You know what I mean? Like, what was your plan here?
Get up, come on.
I don't get it. That's what he's saying, man. Like, twice, Costa goes against the cage. I'm like, this guy's ready to die if he wants to. Like, go over there, Romero, throw your flying knee to his gut. Right against the cage. Wow, right there.
Start hammering away,
Instead, he's like, square up with me, 26-year-old beast.
Drop your ass.
Doesn't make sense. Like, Costa's showing you, I'm tired. Go kill. Which maybe he was tired too. What do I know? But then Nate pops back. 3 years off.
That was a cool 3 years off.
3 years off comes right in there, fucks Pettis up.
Company.
And it's so crazy how like people are like thinking that Pettis is gonna win that fight, or like that's his. And then Pettis is sitting there trying to lie too, because that bitch is lying, dog. Like I don't know how nobody has said nothing. He broke his foot in the fight.
Okay.
He threw. You can see it clear as day in the fight. He's trying to kick Nate in his legs. Nate checks one of them bitches with his shin. And Pettis goes right down. Like he tries to put weight back on it and he falls to the ground.
Right.
That's when he broke his foot. I think it was like, I think it was actually even after that. Like there's like probably a minute after that in the fight.
Right.
Pettis throws a fucking high kick with the same foot. And it catches Nate with the toes to his face, bro, which is like crazy. It was like literally like this with the toes. And he tried to say that. And like on his Instagram, he's like, Nate, you got a hard ass head. You broke my foot. And it's like he didn't even catch him with the foot. He caught him with the toes like that.
That might have been when he felt it.
He broke his foot when fucking Nate checked that bitch, bro. Because everybody was like, Nate, don't check leg kicks. Pettis is going to chop him down. He hit him with like one. Next thing you know, he started checking all of them, bro. It was like,
exactly. This is Nate Diaz after 3 years.
And man, did he fucking look good. He's supposed to fight Jorge Masvidal, the guy that knocked out Askren.
It was cool. It was kind of cool.
What a fight.
It was cool how he called him out. It was like, there's only one bad motherfucker in this game.
Yeah, he's like, there's only one other motherfucker that did it right. There's only one other gangster or something like that. Exactly. Yeah. He's like, we're the only two real motherfuckers in here.
I remember, and you see Jorge in there, he's just like,
yeah, and then it's funny that
they pointed this like this to each other, like, gosh, boy, it's like
it's funny how he's like, I like to challenge Jorge for my belt, baddest motherfucker on the planet, or like baddest motherfucker alive, or something like that. And that's what they were saying, like about Nate is like the UFC doesn't do a main event that doesn't have a belt. Like that's a rule that they do. But like Jorge versus Nate, that's a 5-round fight, baby. And if it's a 3-round, you're robbing them and the people.
Exactly. Let them go.
You know, if it was up to Nate, every fight would be a 5-minute. He said that.
That's what he said.
He said that.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
He's like, I was just getting going in the third. I ain't really got time to kill someone.
Yeah.
Exactly. I need them next rounds to get going.
He's like, I'm used to 5-rounders.
Yeah.
And I like how he was also like, they were like, you took a 3-year break, wow. It was like, everybody fucking sucked. Like, I this bitch to fight. Like,
it's funny because like they're saying like, oh well, he's
that guy,
like,
man.
See, people don't understand fighting now. Like Nate gets it, right? Nate gets it. He's a smart man.
Yeah.
So Nate he's not the number 1 170-pounder in the world, and he knows that. So he's not going to go fight Usman or even Kobe Covington. Or anybody that's going to wrestle fuck him for 5 rounds. Because that's not even fun. You know what I mean? Like, that would ruin Nate. Nobody wants to see that with Nate either.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And he can go on the ground, but he's not going to out-wrestle these beasts. Like, it's not going to happen. So, like, when they offer him that fight, he's like, I don't think he's scared one bit. But he's just like, look, man, I already know they're going to try and wrestle me the whole time. I'm not saying I can't win, but it's just not going to be a fun fight for the fans. At this point in my career, I need things that make people excited.
Yeah.
So he's like, fuck that, which I understand. So he's like,
who wins between, Nate and Jorge.
What a fight, right? What a fight, man. That's a fucking hard
Nate,
one, dog.
Man. I like Nate.
That is a hard one.
I think you got him going in.
For me, I love Nate, man.
That's
but
just me looking.
I think I'm going Jorge on that one.
It's a very uneducated opinion right there.
I think I'm just going Jorge, man, because.
You'll put 20 on it?
Yeah, and I'll put 20 on that.
Put 20 on it, I got you.
Yeah.
Got 20 on Nate.
Yeah, I mean, I love Nate, and of course he has a chance. I hate even betting against a guy like that because I just love him so much. But right now with Jorge, I go, Nate does got that Homer Simpson style to him, bro. He does got that Homer Simpson. I was like, yeah, you're gonna get some shots in on him. With Jorge, boy, them hands don't. Them bitches pack some power, dog. It's a different kind of hand, dog.
Yeah.
Immigrant mentality. Shout out Joey Diaz, man.
Immigrant mentality. He's like, I'm making this shit happen. It's going down.
And just like I think about like Jorge's head kicks, his explosiveness. He can wrestle. He got jiu-jitsu. Like he got cardio. Like that's a really tough fight for Nate. I
just gotta go back to your word, wrestle fuck. That was a great one.
When them guys just gonna wrestle you for 5 rounds, you just get wrestle fucked, man.
Dude, 30 passes on the ground.
Yeah.
While you're
there's like people that do it, but like when Khabib does it, no one calls it that because he smashes people when he gets them there. He's smashing you with hammer fists. He's going for a submission.
Yeah.
But then you got certain guys who like get you down and they'll do nothing. It's just kind of holding you down. Like, even Ben Askren does that. They kind of just hold you down, bang off, hold you down.
Get some points for like some pass defense. Maybe maybe move around a little bit.
It's always weird to me. This has always been a major flaw in the UFC to me. If I'm a striker, right, and you're a wrestler, well, when you put me on the ground, I want to get up.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
I want to get up.
Fuck that.
But when I'm down there. Let's say I get down there, right? Like there's times people get down there and they start fucking the wrestler up. Like Tony Ferguson, people like that. They start throwing elbows and shit like that, hitting you in the face. Even Nate, he's great off his back hitting people. They're fucking that person up from the bottom because the wrestler's doing less. They want to get up. So if they're winning the battle on the ground, it almost seems like, okay, he's fucking you up. It seems like it should be something, as weird as it sounds, like established before the fight. Like, hey, if I'm on the bottom, and I'm doing the better work, then I want to be stood up. Where it doesn't make sense where if you're on the bottom and you want to be a stand-up guy, you're on the bottom, they want you just to hold someone and do nothing. Right. Like that's the only way to get stood up. But if I'm sitting here and I'm just fucking this guy up, you won't stand me up. I still got to get up. So it's just a weird thing that they do right there. It's just, I don't know. It bothers me because I feel bad for guys.
Do you have an idea why they might do that?
Well, because you don't want to sit here and say, this guy, I mean, if you're fucking someone up, you're hitting somebody, you're like, I don't want to stop that neither.
Right, true.
You know what I mean? You could do a lot of things. Keep tagging his ass. Maybe you're going to break out. He's going to get up slow. You might get a guillotine. You might get a triangle from that. You might be setting up something for yourself. Like, I don't know, but maybe like if beforehand the fighter could say, look, if I'm winning exchanges down there and he ain't doing shit, I want to be stood up.
You know the criteria for standing people up?
It's supposed to be when the action is stalled for an extended amount of period.
It's laying there.
Yeah, just not doing nothing,
They're just breathing.
Yeah, but it's like weird because it's like, what if I got you mounted and I'm just laying on you? You can't get me off you. But I'm not doing nothing, but I got you mounted. You're going to stand me up? Like, you know what I mean?
I'm working. I'm moving in silence.
I'm taking a break.
I'm moving in silence.
You're just like, look, I got the mount. This is where I break at.
As soon as I feel him loosen up one bit, armbar.
Which leads me to
fucking timing.
The main event of DC Stipe, man. Just
that was
so weird, bro.
Yeah. That was I watched the highlights. That was a good one, It was a good fight,
That was a great fight between heavyweights too. Large output. First round. I already knew it was going to be a problem because DC's coming off back surgery. It's been 13 months, and he weighed in less than he did last time. So I already was like, he ain't going to be as strong as he was the first time.
Wow, huh?
Yeah, he weighed in like 13 pounds less. He was like 248 the first time.
13?
Yeah, I think he was like 236 or something, 235, something like that.
13 pounds? What the hell?
Less. Because he wanted like more cardio, First round, he fucked Stipe up, man. He really did. Like, he just kept doing this thing where he did eye poke. He did fucking eye poke him twice. One of them looked clear as day on on purpose. But it's hard to tell when you got an eight, like it's like an 8 or 9 inch reach difference. So it's like, what's Cormier supposed to do other than be like, you know what I mean? Like, what really can you do when somebody got almost a foot on you of arm?
Right, and they know how to use it.
Am I gonna come in like this? I'm gonna get hit every time. So of course you can't be poking people in the eyes and shit, but you do like that Cormier style of like that. That's effective. Literally, like, so Stipe's just holding his hands, out like in a fighting position, and Cormier's just kind of moving his hands. Then as soon as he like locked on his Stipe's hands, he fires something. Like as soon as he got Stipe's hands, fire, because he can't throw back. And he just fucked him up with that for the whole first round, just over and over. Drop Stipe on his head. Second round, he's doing the same thing. He's doing the same exact thing. Like Stipe started firing back, landing some more because DC was getting a little tired.
Right,
out.
yeah, you see him.
But DC's still fucking him up. Like I love them. In the boxer groups, they were all sharing Stipe's face. They're like, see, that's why we fucking hate mixed martial arts. They're like, in boxing,
I saw that
motherfucking face look like this. He the one that lost. That shit was so funny. But after the second round, like something just happened. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like something was in the water, man. Because it didn't make sense. Like Romero's sticking his tongue out when he's taking shots to the head, and DC, he literally stopped putting his hands up. He literally just started walking towards Stipe.
I saw that, man.
And like Stipe was hitting him in the face, and he really could not hurt DC for some reason at first. Like DC was just eating it. And then all of a sudden Stipe's like, all right, well, you got your hands down. He's like, that don't hurt. And he just fucking hit him with this body shot from hell. And everybody's just like, oh. And then next thing you know, he hits him with another one. And then another one. And then you're like, holy shit. And next thing you know, like, you don't think another one's coming, but another one did. And I'm talking like literally 2 seconds, bro. It's like, I smack you with one, we square up. I smack you with one, we square up. I smack you with one.
He's digging.
Bro.
He's digging.
So he did that like 5 times. That's no exaggeration. He caught DC with like straight five of them. Yeah. And then like DC still wasn't going down though, right? And then he catches him with that 6th one. Bow. And right away steps back, follows up with a 2-piece this time. He didn't follow up at all on any of the. I think he was surprised. He's like, God damn, you gave it to me? Damn, you gave it to me again? Damn, you gave it. And then he was like, all right, there it is. Bank. When he put the second one, that body shot, everybody's saying that the body work, that slowed him down more, but he still was going forward. Yeah. He hit him with the body shot that stopped him from going. Then he followed up with those 2. He was feeling them. He followed up with those 2 to the chin. Dink. And then that's when you see the famous Cormier stumble going on and he gets bent up against the cage. Yeah, to me, it makes no sense. To me, it just makes no sense.
Damn cage.
Yeah, he did.
He had a couple of them.
Still wasn't as bad as how he knocked out Stipe, though. But either way, it's like, if you're Cormier, what do you do, man? What do you do? Of course, you want to go do that third fight with Stipe, right? You want to go square that up for your legacy and be like, no, I fought a bad fight. I'm going to show you I'm the best. But if you lose, you are hitting your legacy hard on that one on the way out. And then I was thinking about this too. I'm like, even if he beats Stipe, everybody's going to be super excited to be like, John Jones at heavyweight, DC3. So he's going to be dragged into another fight. Exactly, now he's going to be like 42 fighting, which just a shout out to Romero. Shows you how strong Romero is at 42.
Like, you're looking at DC and you're like, their face still is like hurt. You got some damage, you ain't walking away from this one clean, You ate something, you beat today. Mm-hmm. Steve looked pretty bad too. Like, I saw a couple like post fights like later in the night, and he's just like,
listen to that. This is the crazy thing, right? On DraftKings, that fantasy thing I played. This is how much. Like, if you look at the numbers, I actually screenshot them because I couldn't believe them. But so on DraftKings, Stipe got 116. Right, 116 points. DC got 101. Right, and Stipe's the one that won.
Right.
So it just shows you like how much DC was landing. He put up hella points on all shots, pretty much.
Yeah, the points rating it like he probably only got a couple extra because he won. He won the fight.
So here it is, right? So Cormier, 230 total strikes. Miocic, 135. That already says something right there. You're almost outstruck by 100 strikes.
Yeah.
So he hit him 95 more times. regardless of how strong they were. He hit him 90.
You just gotta say that he hit him 95
more times in 20 minutes. So just think about, like, he really did throw it all at him.
Like for me, like 100 punches in 20 minutes, eating 100.
So let's just go. It's tough. So let's just go, like, look at the significant strikes, right? So that's supposed to be your hard shots, basically.
Right.
181 for DC. 123 for Stipe. So he hit him with almost 50 more power shots. Okay, so 95 more shots, 50 more power shots. That's when you start losing it right there, right? Because they're both 1 for 3 for takedowns, but then here's Stipe's all he needed. Cormier, 9 for 9 on the body shots.
Right.
Stipe, 27 of 30. And that's what broke that kid. He followed it up with that 2-piece and dropped him. Yeah. But the story of that is that DC landed 95 more punches.
Who records the amount of punches done?
I always wondered
who classifies like power.
I always wondered that.
Like I remember I'd watch the breakdown for boxing and be like, haymakers landed. I'm just like, oh, what the term is that? All of them looked hard to me.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I mean, they don't count like jabs. Like even like a leg kick, they don't count as a significant strike. But I can nail you in your fucking leg. It hurt a lot more than a jab.
Exactly.
You know, or like, a jab ain't a significant strike neither. But, you know, a lot of things.
I'm saying. It's like, that guy got a cool job.
Speaking of the job, it's like I've watched a billion fights, bro. And I never once knew like where that clapping sound came when it was 10 seconds left. And the other day I'm watching a fight with Chaz and out of nowhere, I just see like this old guy in a Foot Locker referee fucking uniform. And he just got these 2 blocks of sand. I mean, not sand, wood. And he's just like, I'm like, how did I never see that guy? So you're telling me in every fight there's been like this one person who's just
I always thought it was just a drum, you know?
Yeah, exactly, like, bro.
If someone had a hard ass snare,
I thought it was literally fucking played by the computer at this point.
Automated, exactly.
Like 10 seconds is left, we just fucking make that sound.
Right.
I was like, hey, does he have it down to a science? Does he get up at 11 or something? And he's like 11.
But like, there's always those like niche jobs. Like, there's that guy, then there's like Bruce Buffer. Like, you know, you got it. Bruce Buffer like really gets it. You know,
he's a man.
He really.
You know, he's tore 2 ACLs announcing fights. 2 Bruce Buffers. Jumping, bro.
Look, I think like his best work is when he's like fighting. Like right then and there, it's like I get chills every time. It's like fighting. My corner.
My favorite because he was like they talked to him and he was like saying he does different stuff for certain fights. So like on a championship fight, he does like the 180 thing. So he's like talking to the crowd like this, and he's like introducing, and then he does like a whip around.
Yeah.
And then he's like for the champion versus champion fights, do a 360 jump. So he's like goes like that, like as he's jumping around.
They never showed them because they really
he comes in like the last. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. He comes in and then they're like, is that it? I think there's one more. And then he's like the one I did for Randy Couture. He's like, that's for retirements. It's like and we're showing it. It's like he's like, I was talking to Joe, and Joe's like, you should do something else for Randy, man. He's like, all right. And when he's in there, he's just like, I did like this Ryan. It's like it's like a Ryan, like a figure skating move.
Right.
And he's like, and then he does like a bow. You know, as he introduces them or some shit like that. Yeah. And then he's like, these special events. But
great dude. Like,
there's a video of him tearing that ACL. One of them. I know there's a video of one of them, and like he jumps up and it's like he's like trying to hold it. Did you ever see the one of when Vince McMahon blew out his hamstring?
Yeah,
that's so good, ain't it? Like he's coming in full speed, just blows it out, and he's just like sitting down. He's supposed to be standing up, like getting mad, but he's just like sitting down, mad. He held it down. He did hold it.
Exactly. It was like,
how crazy is he bring it back to XFL, bro?
Yeah, like I saw
the names.
The branding was a little off.
Did you see the names?
Yeah,
they're so good. Right?
I thought they were a little off.
Battle Hawks.
Exactly. You know, like so.
Battle Hawks, dude.
What I got from it, so it's not so. There's the game Overwatch. There's the Overwatch League. It's sponsored by the game developer. Game developer league that they hold. It's global, and they have teams like that. And those teams, like I think they do a draft, and they do like they sign players and whatnot. Each player gets paid, and it's like sports, esports.
Uh-huh.
But league esports for this one game. And those names kind of remind me of those. Like in the Overwatch League, they have like LA Valiant, Philadelphia Fusion. You got the Washington Justice and shit like that. Like it's like, and they're all so colorful and shit. It's like it doesn't have that, like it's all like the same thing with arena football. You get, you
yeah,
same type of
I totally
branding
agree.
things. It's like this isn't that sports level team. Like there's nothing. Like to me, it's like what gets a lot of people is like the history of some of these teams. It's like, and when they have like these old logos, like the Seahawks logo, like it's like an old school. Like it's nothing crazy.
A lot of them are animals.
Yeah.
Pretty much all animals.
And then you got like the Buccaneers, which they went into their rebrand, but I mean,
right, and you got like logo. Steelers.
Yeah, and like,
but like I mean,
but there's the history behind that.
Panthers, Seahawks, Eagles.
Like I always wondered, why like sports teams like soccer clubs didn't have stuff like the LA Defenders or whatever, And it's like, well, it's more about like that history behind that crest, that logo. Same thing with like the NFL, the Green Bay Jeans.
Ain't it funny though? Like it's the Patriots, but like that's America's like most hated team.
Yeah,
but like they're the Patriots,
and like the Dallas Cowboys is America's team.
Yeah,
I'm just like, why is it not the Patriots? Because the Patriots are good, and they're the Patriots. Why is this not America's team?
Yeah, it seems like it's the Patriots.
But the Dallas Cowboys are the most valuable. Valuable football franchise.
Because that oil money Jerry got pumping up in there, and they just built something.
That's what's really surprising, man. You look at the top most valuable sports teams in the world. Football is 1 and 2. Pretty sure.
What, football?
Yeah,
that's not even
football
close,
teams
bro.
in the world, bro.
Soccer blows them out the water, right?
No.
Yeah, dog. No. Bro, I'm pretty sure you can buy an NFL team for less than $1 billion. The Jags were bought for like $600 million.
Those are the Jags of sports.
Yeah, but like Manchester United is worth like $1.3 billion.
Yeah, but Dallas Cowboys number 1. $5 billion.
In the world?
In the world.
Okay.
New York Yankees, number 2, $4.6 billion.
Wow.
Next is Real Madrid.
Okay. Gotcha.
$4.2 billion. So, number 2, it's not football, but they're two American sports teams.
It's crazy.
Where they're only central in America. Like you don't have like baseball everywhere.
It's crazy it's like value like that just because like the history of it. That's really like the value of it.
Yeah. And then like top 5, it's only Real Madrid and Barcelona. Number 5 is the Knicks. So.
I feel like it's crazy because for so long. Like,
but the history of New York, the Knicks,
But it's wild because like if you came to the Yankees guys and you were like, "Hey, I'll give you $5 billion for it," they probably turn it down.
Exactly,
because they're like, we make a lot of money.
They're like, look, well, hold on, like, cause like
we're generating $790 million,
$5 billion every year for the next 5 years for us, man. Like,
right?
What? You gotta pay $30 billion for this team, like. Because this team's gonna serve you for years.
I wonder if I ever see like a huge purchase like that.
Oh, I see. Like the only things I see coming like that are like before they like set out like the new financial fair play rules and what. Like you saw like soccer teams being flipped over left and right to these oil tycoons because they're just coming in, pumping their fucking crazy amounts of and just doing that shit. But like, I don't know. I don't think you'll see unless like you get a couple people that die and like. The family of like Jerry Jones or whatever that guy's who owns it.
Sell it.
Yeah.
Or it becomes like it's just revolutionized. The sport's been revolutionized and it has it looks like the next 10 years is going to gain 50%.
For the most part, changing owners is never good for the overall of the company for the next couple of years.
For sure.
Stability is what locks in investors and whatnot. So
yeah, but unless you have a bad owner, right?
Exactly.
Like in the Jag situation. Yeah, they were begging for somebody to buy that shit. That's why they just sell it so.
Then that one dude, the Sheik, it was like he came in, just started doing this. Oh no, wait, or was that the Panthers?
No, you got the right team. Yeah,
Jags.
The Jags. Yeah, but I don't think his name's Sheik. It's something along that. But
that guy's a great mustache.
Yeah, he does. But like, look at him. He's playing games out of the fucking country and shit to survive.
Yeah, he was like, all right, so we're not the best football team,
but he's like $600 million. I can get an NFL.
But yeah, and he's like, all right, we got the boxes, but we also got the jacuzzi. Watch the game in the jacuzzi. Now we're tailoring because we're not here because we're the Jags. We're here because we want the people with Jags Patriots to spend this money here. You know what I'm saying? So
that's crazy to watch a game in a jacuzzi.
Yeah, they have those. They have like those private pool around I think it's like around the top of the arena or so. Yeah, some pools and the renovations they did I think like a year or two ago. Yeah, or that
so now you can swim while you're doing it.
Exactly. So you're not trying to sell people when coming to the Jags. You're trying to sell them like. you're banking on like when the Jags play the Patriots or like
you're still in an amusement park.
Yeah, exactly.
You had rides and shit.
Those amenities, exactly. And Florida's a great place for that too. In the wintertime, you can have people in those, jacuzzis and shit. So.
That was pretty cool that there was that prospect, that baseball prospect. He was gonna get drafted by the A's, but then he got an injury in a car accident. And
they still paid him, right? Something like that, no?
No, he didn't get a contract. But then he's at a game. He's at an A's game, and he's at the fucking see how fast you can throw.
Oh, yeah.
And he gets up to 96.
And he's consistently.
And they signed him.
It's like, boom.
He got a contract, bro. They're like,
yeah.
96? Oh, okay. That's all I had to say. That one's okay.
Exactly. It was like, accuracy can be worked on. That power doesn't come to everybody,
Which really brings me to fucking R.I.P. John Foster for sure, man. That is just absolutely insane, bro, to think about.
Now, of course, I don't want to be the people to sit and be like, oh, man, like, we knew the guy. I mean, like, we've crossed paths, like, we've been to parties with them, and shit. Like, but
anybody
it's still,
I know,
exactly, it's still like,
wow.
It's still a terrible story, man.
Yeah, of like somebody
drunk driving.
Drunk driver, man, just horrible.
It's just like in today's world, it's just like, and it was also like what, like 5 this morning, something.
And it's like we have another story of those same lines that we've seen, literally life's end.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, so man. It's just insane to think that people would do that, and I just thank God that like the times I was dumb enough to get in a car, nothing like that ever happened. Because you can literally be blacked out. You wake up in a cell. Yeah. Or you ran over 2 people.
You killed people. And you're just like, oh.
Which brings me to that 17-year-old that got life today.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about that?
Oh, I'm glad you brought that because I was actually the same thing, bro. Because I was thinking about it. I'm just like, I mean, circumstances laid out before you. They were caught doing something they weren't supposed to be doing from the get. She approached, from what I understand, a burglary report, caught them in the act, had a weapon drawn. He runs her over. You killed someone, man. You ran him over. A lot of people argue it's like, well, you got a gun in my face, I might run you over too, or something. It's like, you were also in the middle of a crime. That's where it's like, if you were just pulled over on like traffic light or some shit, you didn't have your blinker on, she came at you with a gun, then you run over, we might have an argument. But you were caught in the middle of a crime. There's context to it. I mean, like, of course, I don't know, like, a better plan than just to give this kid life in jail. But
besides that, like, to top all that off, he cut his ankle monitor off.
Yeah.
He was on house arrest.
So it's like, yeah.
He cut his ankle. I don't know if that was at the time or if he previously did that.
Even before you get that, you killed somebody, man. You ran him over, you killed him.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, how you were saying, like, let's say you were just whatever.
Yeah.
The lady came up to you with your gun drawn, and you're like ran her over because you're like, oh, I don't want a gun drawn. Well, you were already out here and cut your bracelet off, so you knew the cops were coming.
Right.
Why were you so surprised on that one?
Yeah,
it's crazy that everybody else he was with accepted life too. They already had accepted it.
Yeah.
Which is like, yeah, they're in the wrong too, for burglarizing, but they're just in the house doing a burglary, which is horrible. This guy goes and kills a cop.
Exactly.
You come out there and your fucking getaway ride ain't there. You see a dead cop. Oh my God. Talk about fucking me, kid.
Yeah. And then, like, they've only covered that kid. They haven't covered the other kids the same way, like, you got, like, when you see the headlines, like, like, I didn't know that until recently, until you told me right then and there that they've already accepted life or whatever.
Yeah,
because the headline was 17-year-old, I think Dante Davis was his name.
Something like that.
Yeah, Harris. Life sentence. It's just like
it's crazy to hear. It's crazy to hear the situation and just go like, no, I was kind of on your side of what you're saying of like, man, I really hate to say that. Because they said he didn't say nothing in court. He just gave his lawyer a note, and the lawyer said, all I can say is I wish I wouldn't have done what I did. And I'm sure he really does feel like that.
Yeah.
But it's that time of like a life lost.
Yeah, I'm sure he never wanted to kill nobody. I'm sure his intent was to never kill anybody. And again, if we had a different contextual, different context to it, where like, okay, you had pulled over and she approached you with the gun immediately, and you like floored it in panic. We might, like I said, we would have an argument on our hands of what is right and appropriate for something like that. But you were in the middle of a burglary. You were the getaway driver. It's just
I've always been a case of like, bro, go and steal whatever you want from them stores.
Where it was like,
don't you dare go in somebody's house, bro.
Exactly. Yeah. That makes you like when we talk about burglaries, it makes you think about like the riots, bro. Like shit was wild. It's like
it's just weird to think about. Like,
see that.
It's weird to think that like when you think about somebody breaking your house, you always think about just somebody breaking your house. You never think about 3 people breaking your house, bro.
Yeah.
You ever see that movie? Not even worth it.
What movie? It's a burglary movie. Sounds like a couple bucks.
Yeah. I can't remember the exact name of it. Oh yeah, Law-Abiding Citizen.
Yeah.
You've seen that, right?
Literally raped his wife and daughter in front of him.
Yeah. In front of him.
Poked him up. He was supposed to die. But
right in front of him. But that's just a time where like he probably could have fucked one of them up. Couldn't fuck all of them up.
Exactly.
That just sucks.
Because I think he was.
It could be anybody, right?
Exactly.
It could be Daniel Cormier. If it's 3 guys and they surprise you.
Then someone else like they both came in the front, didn't they? Or did one come in the back somewhere, like something like that?
I don't remember exactly. Because
I think I remember the girl.
Play that, Jamie.
The girl trying to run away, and then like someone comes in from like a different room, after they came.
Oh yeah, they're like, I found the girl.
Exactly, and
because he tells her to run, I think.
Yeah, or some shit like that. Yeah, that's one of them. What perfect revenge for that guy to get? Was able to mutilate that guy.
Doesn't do it for me. It's just one of those times where it's like,
what more do you want?
If I said it,
you don't want to personally mutilate them.
If I said it, they would probably take me off YouTube.
What can be worse than like law-abiding citizen? Where it's like
AI for AI.
AI for AI. Oh, you gonna rape him?
Not him.
Oh, okay.
An eye for an eye, dog.
There we go. Boom.
It's eye for an eye out here, bro.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So, I'm sorry you put your family in that position.
Yeah. I'm sorry you really did this. Yeah. Okay, I got you. Okay.
Is that one? Like, bro, think about that situation that man went through.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think any amount of pain you can inflict on that guy is going to do it like that?
Specifically went out the way to be like, here in front of you.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. That is what he did.
Tied up. Here you go, boy. It's just like.
You think about that, bro.
And then they killed them and then killed him. So it was like.
Tried to kill him.
Well, tried to kill him, exactly. They stabbed him up,
What powerful writing in that movie.
Yes.
Because though that was horrific, that is, a very tense scene right there.
Yeah, it started the movie with immediately, too.
Yeah. That's a hell of a movie.
That's the thing, like. I guess that's why it smacks with a lot of people, but I've always liked like that pinpoint genius type dude like that. I remember like when they were interviewing that one guy, he's like, oh no, if he wants him dead, or like if he's in jail because he wants to be there, he's a tactician, master. He knows like I love shit like that. I
love when my favorite part of that whole movie is like when he goes to court the first time and he's for his bail hearing. And he talks the judge into giving him a bail. And he's like, why would you give a murderer bail? Why?
Exactly.
He's like, that's what's wrong with our system. Because like those people that did that were fresh out of jail too.
Exactly. Yep.
Which is like, that is just literally when you talk about like the utmost pain that I could ever imagine.
Yeah,
that's right there.
I think that guy did like 2 years, and the other one ended up.
He got off. Remember, that's why he was mad at Jamie Foxx.
Because
that's why he tried to kill all them.
All
the cops.
Didn't one dude go away for actual time, while the other one was just like roaming the streets?
One of them got away. Yeah, the fat one. Remember?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He goes and gets in.
And the one dude died in jail or some shit.
He kills him.
In jail though.
I believe so. Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, got you. Yep, remember now. I'll tell you that was another great scene in that movie. When he gets that like 5-course meal and he's eating it with the one dude.
Probably the hardest scene.
And it's literally just like, and he's giving him potatoes. He's like, yeah, you like that, man? He's like, yeah, he's just like, he's like, what kind of music?
He's like, fuck yeah, dude. Remember he's eating with his hands and shit.
He was like, what kind of music do you like? He's putting it on for him.
I remember that asparagus looked so good.
Fucking neck.
I always remember that because the food looks so good.
Yeah,
Everything looks so good. I'm like, why is this guy getting this? Oh, yeah, that's right. He negotiated it.
Yeah, exactly.
So he gets
because he had someone else. He had someone else.
Yeah.
He was like, I remember,
and he still died.
Yeah, because he was like, I told you it was supposed to be a 110.
Yeah, he did.
And the warden was holding out.
He had just enough oxygen for that amount of time.
The warden was like, search him again. And it was like made it late, because he was mad that they were giving him all this shit.
Yeah.
And then it just stabs that guy in the neck, and it blood's just like in his face. He's like,
yeah, but just that beginning scene, like,
bro.
Can you name a worse pain? Like, at that point, even if they raped you, it wouldn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing gonna ever compare to that.
You've killed me.
Yeah,
pretty much.
And you really did try and kill me too.
Exactly. You did it twice.
And like, as bad as it sounds, like, I'm not trying to justify either one, but it's like, my wife, horrible, right? Your daughter. Your daughter, bro.
Yeah.
In front of you.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me you don't believe in the death penalty, brother?
It's like I sit there and like, I think about like
death by fist.
Like, I don't have a child or a wife. I have a girlfriend, but like, I think about like, like, let's say someone like willingly kills my dog. I'm like, but then you go to like daughter and your wife, and it's just immediately just like, it's like 1,000% more than that.
For sure.
And even like, you kill my dog's unfathomable. It's like some shit like that willingly, like you just stab a dog up. You rape and stab my daughter up. You're going like beyond what I even find comprehensible at this moment.
As sick and as weird as it sounds, I would hope that neither one of them lived. I would hope we could all die together that day.
Exactly.
But if anything, I would hope that it would be like his situation where like they didn't live and you had to, because I would hate to see the pain in their eyes after that. Gerard Butler's pretty good, man.
Yeah. He's had some questionable recent movies, but
Did he?
Yeah.
What did he do?
They're like Olympus. Olympus Has Fallen.
They make another one now.
Yeah.
You see that?
Well, they did London Has Fallen, and now it's like some other one.
Yeah, someone else has fallen.
So he's still the guy, though. I think so.
That one's real corny.
Like the first one, I was like, okay, this is nice. This is cool. It's a change.
It was still really corny to me with like his. Am I mixing them up, or is the Channing Tatum one where he got his daughter? Is his daughter in the White House with him?
No, I don't think so. No.
Okay, that's the Channing Tatum one then.
Yeah, the one with Gerard Butler. Like, he's not even like he was retired or some shit. He wasn't even supposed to be. Like,
and the president
anymore.
Asked him.
Yeah, to be a part charge of detail.
Yeah.
And
they take over the White House
from the inside. The prime minister's on it and everything. Well, whatever. I'm not even sure who they claim to be. I think they try to pose as North Koreans. But I don't know, something like that. And Olympus Has Fallen here. But like the takeover plan was pretty cool. Like they had like the dump trucks come up, the garbage trucks come up with the machine guns.
And they had they got the nuclear.
Yeah.
What the fuck they call it?
The codes, like the
what
keys.
Do they call it? They call it the.
I forgot what they call it, but it's like
nuclear news bomb,
nuclear
newspaper, fucking something corny like that. But they got that because the vice president was in on it. Remember?
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that too. Vice VP.
Yeah, so they got the president killed so that he would get the powers.
Exactly. Shit, bro. Yeah, but but you take that and then you turn that into a trilogy. What the fuck? Like, that wasn't a trilogy movie. Let alone a trilogy story.
He did great in that one, and even though it was a little bit corny, I like that one where like he was like getting controlled by the person that played the game.
Oh, Gamer. Yeah, I didn't see that one, but
that was pretty good still. Yeah, it's a little weird, but
I was pretty iffy about. I was like,
what's another one he's in?
I don't know. Not sure. But
and that Gamer one though.
Couple, bro. He's had a couple.
Yeah,
it's out here. Shout out Gerard Butler.
He's got one more. I can't remember. But
I would hate to do that and then like find out he's like, oh, Gerard Butler's really secretly the biggest asshole. Yeah, he raped the kid before. I was like, oh.
They were all like, it's that classical of like, what would a person with life do to get free? So they all got life, and you could sign up to get controlled by some random person, like in a full, like whatever he does, you do.
Right.
And if you win like 7 games in a row, you get free. And he has like skills and training and shit, but he also got a guy that wants to win. Where a lot of people just got like people that are like, they just like they're paying to just like kill people basically. Did you ever see like the Stone Cold Steve Austin one?
Stone Cold Steve Austin, what?
I forget what it was called, but it was like
he has a movie.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good too.
Huh?
There was it's like 20,
that's cool. I like Stone Cold. So.
Yeah, bro, this is a good one too.
I like that guy.
It was like 20 people, and they all got life.
Texas rattlesnake.
And yeah, and they dropped the Texas rattlesnake off on an island with these guys, and they just randomly drop you off, like all of them in random spots on this big ass island, and it's being filmed as a TV show. It's like a pay-per-view on the internet that people can pay for.
That sounds cool.
That sounds pretty cool, you know? But it was like 20 just like wild ass people on there, and like it had some harsh scenes too, bro.
Yeah,
it had some beating of the women, taking advantage of people, squaring up.
It was a great movie. There was like The Hunter, The Game, or something like that. It's based off that book where like they bring people like someone out who they believe they want something, and then they release them on the island. And they're like, "We're hunting you. Like you have 2 hours to go out into the wilderness. We're gonna hunt your dumb ass."
I've never seen that.
That's a good fucking movie. I forgot. I don't remember any of the actors or anything, but it's based off this book that I remember we read in high school. But we ended up watching the movie.
You can't hunt a man.
Exactly. It's a great fucking movie, bro. Like
they go crazy.
Of course, in this story, like the dude being hunting, remember Frank's like, "You push those limits, you hunt him, man." Like, well, this guy ends up fighting back, making some traps and shit, and outside him and whatnot. But you gotta look at that.
What's it called?
It's called like The Game or like The Hunt or some shit like that. There's like a man hunting movie, and you're probably
is it a modern movie?
I think the one we watched was like old. It was probably like 80s.
I think I recently seen one on there.
Yeah, I'm thinking there's probably been a couple iterations. It's one of those that you release every couple years, refresh it a little bit, and here you go. That's what I'm saying. Like, I remember when they redid that Romeo and Juliet shit, and they did the modern shit, bro. You hate on that, man.
Bro.
That shit's great, bro.
That show is horrible to see, bro.
Look, the way I look at it is like
absolutely horrible.
Yeah, that's Leonardo DiCaprio you're talking about.
That show is,
you're talking about Leo.
That show would have been better if they just redid the original one, like how it's supposed to be done. Like, I'm okay with that.
They've had plenty of those, though.
Make another one. Don't be bringing guns into this, bro. And holding guns sideways and trying to talk like a gangster and shit.
But that's the thing. They didn't. They stuck to the old school. But
the way they said shit was like,
that's the thing. Like he was just like, bro. It was like and I reached for thy Excalibur, and it's just like this big ass deagle called Excalibur. I find a kick out of like the old school, the old English mixed with like the modern
comedy.
I enjoy it for that reason, though. To me, it's like it has that aspect. I got you.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, I guess
I'm not saying it's like, oh, look at this Oscar-nominated, Oscar-winning masterpiece. Because it's not great, and it won't appeal to everybody. By geek out, because I'm just like, here's this guy old English stars. Feel thy wrath of thy Excalibur. He's just like, it flips out the limo. He's just like,
I definitely remember saying
cocks
that.
a pistol.
Watch some highlights.
I'll have to show you that scene where he pulls out Excalibur, and it's just like
I remember one time
Clint Eastwood style, and it's engraved Excalibur. It's just wood polished handle, just like.
It's funny how like just theater is like part of culture. Like I love movies though, man.
But that's like the first frontier of like movies, people acting out stories, adding that next level, stage theater presence, and it's just the evolution of entertainment. That. Exactly. People are like acting scenes out, portraying emotion in real life, and you're just like, people come. This is what they do, and they're like, all right, well. You're going to that 8:00 show because it's like the only thing to do in town for free.
Right.
It's just like, yeah, we're good.
It'd be crazy that you just put one of those people in a fucking IMAX.
Yeah.
And just trip them the fuck out.
I'm thinking like if like you have a lot of power back then, I'm like, well, yeah, I might pay some people to act out some shit in front of me, if you have that much money.
Yeah, because you're bored.
And from there, people were probably just like, I'm gonna put on a show. I'm a showman, and that's where the thing came out. Like people started doing that theater shit. Like,
what would you do back then if you had money?
Like, it's cool. Like I thought, if I had money,
I feel like I would like. I would definitely like.
I would fall into the trap of the wealth there, bro. Like I mean, like
you know,
I'd fall into that lifestyle, that trap of wealth. You know, because it's like.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what would you do with it? Like, what would you do with it? Like, what would you do for fun like that?
Because like what I'm saying, like I'm like, lackey. You know, it's like I feel like I'm just gonna be on that power trip, you know, back then. Because it's like that. I mean, like,
yeah, well, you're going. I was just saying, like, where would you spend your money? Like, what would be fun to you?
I'm definitely gonna have a cool castle. You know, cool castle
for sure, but
or an elegant manor.
Well, like that
farm.
Like, I would definitely fund sport. That's like what I would fund, like for my entertainment.
Yeah,
like I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna pay 30 dudes. We're gonna have a fucking tournament.
Exactly,
squaring up, and I'll pay you out. And then
you start your own fight league. Yeah, exactly,
yeah.
Well, I mean, like Coliseum right then and there. You know, just like the great empire, just like
no death show. You know,
well, yeah, of course, people. But like you know, you got like, I mean, of course, back then you're like bare knuckle fighting. You know,
also chosen.
It's bare knuckle fighting,
not forced.
And then the champion, it's the king's champion. You're just like, this is my boy, man.
Yeah, you win, you get a job with me.
You gotta fight this guy, man. This guy's top of the line, man.
It's weird when you got a person like that back then, though, and like you ain't got guns yet. You're kind of like, all right, kill him. Let's all kill him real quick because he fucked everybody up.
Yeah.
He's definitely gonna fuck me up.
If I had that much money, like I'd be rechanging the culture of like the fanciness. You know, it's just be like, I'm trying to be like.
He had 700,000 pounds of black marble across his swimming pool.
Exactly.
He had a swimming pool tunnel of black marble that led into snake venom. Like that he bled with children's blood.
Exactly. Like it'll be some crazy shit like that. You know, it's like for some reason he has a diamond encrusted catapult. It's in his foyer.
For some reason his casket's made out of truffle. Just like anything.
Exactly. It's some crazy ass shit like that. You know, just like. Because why not?
Wouldn't it be so crazy just to have that type of money?
Like, of course, in this enlightened world nowadays, you're like, charity. But back then, like, you didn't have that. You were like,
they say that J.K. Rowling is the only billionaire to ever lose her billionaire status because of charity.
Yeah, I heard
that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
you give away a lot of money.
Yeah, especially with Harry Potter under your belt. You're like,
but I'm always like, don't give to a foundation. Start a foundation. You know,
exactly.
Know where your money's going.
Exactly.
Like, why would I give $500
create a
million
foundation
to the fucking Red Cross?
To orchestrate and follow through with shit.
Yeah, to really do something.
Really, exactly. You know,
like, if she lost her billionaire status, I imagine she donated hundreds of millions of dollars.
I don't want to sound like that ignorant dude and be like, Bill Gates. But I mean, Bill Gates has his own foundation. He has his water project. Of course, he's not the head of those, but his organization's organizing.
He donated all his money too.
You know, yeah.
They're like 95% of his money or something like that.
There's
to that, which is like
they have a pact that they run with some.
It's like solving world cures and shit too.
Like there was that one dude in India, you know, who like he was like worth like 15 billion, give 7 billion away, give away half, and it's just like, I mean. Yeah, you still have a lot of money, but you just give away half your fortune, 7 billion.
Right.
Like,
well, he'll probably eventually get up back to 15.
Exactly. You know,
but he would have been at 25 or something like that.
But like just one lump sum, 7 billion, cut my wealth in half.
It'd be crazy just to have like, to me, like I'd still be scared to spend. Like if I had 10 billion, I'd be scared to spend because I'm just like I don't even understand what 10 billion is technically.
But then again, like I think like you meet with like your bank and they're like, look, we have 5 billion that's always untouched. You have 5 billion within your assets to like move and do with what you wish. You always got this 5 billion chilling out here. And I'd be like, at that moment, I'm just like, I'd spend, you know, I mean, I would probably, you know, be the dude to lose my billionaire status because of like, you know,
of just spending,
just trying to not just spending, but organizing shit and doing shit.
I can't even think of the money, that much money to spend. Like for you to like spend 10 billion. You basically did that all day be giving away money.
And that's that's where you start buying those gold jacuzzis and you're just like, because why not? You know, like I think I like I said, like we've always been those people to be like, I'm not spending $5,000 on shoes or I'm not buying a gold tub. But when you have that much, you just fucking might.
When you're stupid rich like that, you should enjoy it. But you should also be giving it away. Like a gold tub. Like that don't do it for me. Like that's the weakest thing I can
like,
imagine. You know, like,
but I'm thinking of something extravagantly.
I get my shit painted.
Extravagantly stupid.
Remember,
you know
like Rob Dyrdek?
Like,
remember he got his pool painted? That was cool, man.
See, like I was like
Last Supper of me and my boys.
Bro, when he got that fucking net gun.
That was the best thing ever.
That was when
I've looked up prices on that 10 times.
Watch out, that gun.
I love when he gets 2 of them. He gets like
intruders.
He gets dry. Yeah, he gets drama in the dog or something.
Oh
like
my
that.
God! And just like
everybody's just like, you trying to roll up on me, dog?
Yeah, exactly.
He had so much power in his hands. That thing ain't no joke.
And that's where I'm like, I'd be digital. Where I'm like, I have that fantasy factory.
Yeah, bro, that was a great idea.
You know,
he definitely had a great idea with that.
You know,
I would definitely
like
if I had 10 billion, I would have like a fantasy arena or some shit.
Exactly. Like you'd have the craziest warehouse, multi-level. Like everything I like is under one roof. Like I go to one floor, I have a forge. I can blacksmith. I go to another one. I can blow glass. Like whatever I want to do.
Yeah, and I get flown around in like a jet fighter.
Like that's where you have that Joe Rogan warehouse with the fucking range and the fucking virtual bow hunting thing. You know,
I'm allowed to have.
And you have a fucking 100-foot range.
You
like, come on.
Is there a certain amount that you can have to have a jet fighter?
I mean, they cost a couple mil, and then you have upkeep. So I mean, if you have $1 billion,
no, I'm saying it's legal.
What, to own your private jet?
No, jet fighter.
Oh, jet fighter. I don't know. I think someone does own one, but like,
because dog, you want to talk about like dream?
Exactly, bro.
Seriously.
Jet fighter.
Dog, load that thing up with missiles and machine guns.
You ever watch those videos where like the camera view from jet fighters? Easily 100% like one of the top things I want to do in my life. Is
I want to pull G's.
I want to fly that bitch.
I always thought this. It's so crazy about just like a plane in the air and a plane in the air squaring up a dogfight. Yeah. It's like, what? You're both gonna try and shoot each other going 300 miles an hour?
That's you know the Red Baron. You know, Red Baron was, you know, he was a famous German World War II fighter pilot, and I think World War I as well. Like clocking in like, you know, the most kills dogfighting, and to the point where like he was shot down in enemy territory, and they gave him a full military funeral because like the guy was so well fucking respected as an aviator. Like, wow, shit like that is like fighting. How many like
bodies he had?
And I think he had over like 700 confirmed kills or something.
Get the fuck out of here!
Some crazy shit, bro. I don't know,
dog.
Man. I'm gonna look it up because I won't be stupid. It'd be like 700.
No, I'm just trying to say if it's. I'm not knocking you for the number. I'm saying like if it's anything in the hundreds, dog. If it's 25. We're just going strictly anti-air missiles.
Okay, yeah, no, it was 80 confirmed kills.
That's still too much.
Exactly.
That's still too much. Like, bro.
And it was World War I, highest scoring combat pilot and its most famous flyer.
Once one person gets 10 kills, we're not even confronting shit in the skies no more, bro. We're out of there.
He shot down more than 20 planes in April 1917. Like he shot down 20 planes that whole month.
What in the fuck, dog? That guy's a killer.
Yeah,
he was a German.
German World War I pilot. Yeah, wow. So it was. And then
and a sketchy ass old plane. You imagine what that guy could do in a fucking F-36?
Exactly. You know, that super high tech shit is like talking about like, you know, like a crazy fucking April 21st, 1918. He was shot down 25 years old.
This man had bodies. He had them quick.
And what made him famous was when 20 air victories ensured a pilot's legendary status. So if you got 20 bodies in the air, you were legendary.
20?
80. Yeah, that's what it says right here.
Seems like it's a super high number.
I was thinking like old school biplanes, you know, like
20, dog?
But think about it, you're out there, you have like 20 other fighters against another set of 20 fighters, and you don't get shot down. You know, you do that multiple times. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was really skill because there was no targeting shit. I had to be on your ass and let my gun go on your dumb ass.
You know what I'm saying? A counter argument, bro. I'm saying that's too much.
Yeah,
20 kills.
To be legendary, yeah.
To be legendary, dog.
Okay, my bad.
I'm saying I think double digits. If you drop 10 planes, bro, you're a legend, dog. You dropped 10 planes.
Oh, man.
I don't want to hear it. I don't care if they're 101s, 4B1s. I don't care if it was 10B1. If you did it 10 times, you're a legend, bro. You always get the kill.
Yeah, so British troops recovered his body, and he was buried with full military honors. Yeah, by the British, because he was just so well respected. See, that was the weird thing about war back then. It was just like they still had the old school honor attached to it.
No, they didn't have no Jews. There was no Jews there. If there were some Jews there, I don't think it would happen. Because you would think you just put that fucking piece to his dome. You put that Thompson to his dome. You just let that bitch buck, and you shatter his face all up so his family can never see the picture. And then you go there. You go Nazi fucking scum.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I mean, again, like the old school honor shit with like military shit. You know, military.
But I feel like you got that. You always have that one guy, right? Like,
fuck this guy, man.
It's like, fuck this guy. He's fucking burning fucking Jews, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He's killing us so he can burn Jews.
Fucking well, this was World War I. This didn't happen yet, I believe.
You said World War II too.
No, that was a mistake. It was World War I. He had those kills in World War I.
Are you guys gonna burn Jews in a couple years?
I know you're gonna do it. I know you're gonna do it. I know you're gonna fucking do it. He's already dead. I was like in the Glorious Bastards when he killed the Hitler, and that one dude's just like shooting his fucking face up.
Yeah, his body just Bear Jew.
You see it in the body.
Bear Jew. That's crazy.
Him shoot upward and just go.
That's an awesome movie too.
That's on Netflix.
That's a true story too.
That's one that I can always rewatch and enjoy the fuck out of that movie, man.
Yeah, I could definitely rewatch that.
Yeah, that whole clique in Glorious Bastards, I believe, was like a real story, you know.
And then there's one more too, like another one that's just like that. Is it called
Valkyrie? Is that the one with?
No,
Tom Cruise?
That's the one where they set him up like that.
Tom
This
Cruise.
one's like, is it called Defiance?
No, because that was like a sci-fi movie.
Was it? It was like the same thing though, but it just ain't Jews. It was actually
aliens.
Oh, you know who's in it? Fucking, it's three brothers. It's fucking. I think it's Shia LaBeouf is the youngest brother. Sabretooth, Wolverine's brother.
Yeah.
The guy that plays that.
Yeah.
He's the oldest brother, I believe.
That's not Fassbender. No.
It's like they're in a. No.
I don't have his name. I don't remember his name at all, bro.
Is Shia LaBeouf in Inglourious Bastards?
No.
Right. Okay. No. So this movie they drive a tank.
Oh, fucking. Yeah, I know you're talking about, bro.
Yeah. And they're all in the tank together, and it's fucking Shia LaBeouf.
I'm all fucked up out here, bro.
Yeah.
One more time for
fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. At this point, it's fuck me, man. All right, I'm about to just fucking leave. But it's now I gotta look it up, bro.
Let's get to the bottom of that. But that's another good one.
No good over here.
Something about those acts of like people that don't have to do something that do it.
Look at that. See, I call that one, hey.
But basically just on that Inglourious Bastards of like them people just standing up for everyone together. And they have like entire people too.
Who's in it? You don't remember the name of who's in it?
It's the guy that played Wolverine's brother, Sabretooth. I thought it was Shia LaBeouf was the youngest brother, but he might not be.
I look up Defiant Tank and a fucking vape pen comes up.
Yeah, of course. They want you to hit a fucking rig.
That's Defiance. See, that's the one with the...
Yeah, no, that might not be the word. That might not be it, but it's a fucking hell of a movie too, man. I love all the movies.
Something though, bro.
I always love all the movies.
Man. Because like that was one I wanted to see. It's on. I think it's on Amazon Prime now.
There's like Brothers in a Tank or something.
Let me see. Brothers in Arms is a good movie. I gotta rewatch that one because that one's on.
Which one is that?
Fuck. They're See, when I try to describe it, it's gonna sound like every other World War II movie out there.
Huh.
You know. But it's this one squad. I think it's like they were a specific special operations squad, and it just details their. Oh God.
It's all right.
So you got me focusing on too many World War II movies right now.
Did you ever watch Band of Brothers back in the day when it came out?
Band of Brothers.
Yeah,
didn't they make a game of that? Didn't they make a game of that one?
They might have, but it was on History Channel. It's fucking good, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking real good.
I like this. Yeah, I like military movies, though, man.
Dog,
I really do enjoy military movies.
That's what this is. This is a series.
What?
It's a military series.
That's not a movie. That was a movie.
No, Band of Brothers. No.
No,
it's a military series about
I like that military shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
When we first it's about when we first invaded. Over there with the freed the Jews, I guess you could say, because that's how I learned that like you can't feed them all the food you want right away, or else they can eat themselves to death and shit.
Yeah,
that's how I learned that was from Band of Brothers, because I remember like when they came along it, but it's just about like the invasion and they show everybody's personal story and try to explain, how young people were. It's crazy, people lying about their age to fight in war.
Yeah, like that was a big thing with like World War II. Like there was like 17-year-olds going over in that bitch line.
They didn't give a fuck.
Exactly. It was like
they didn't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Moving on. Go ahead. I can't find it because I'm not looking at the right keywords.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, but it's something D. I feel
like something too.
But whatever.
So let us know.
Exactly. So if someone knows exactly what we're talking about, we need them right now. That was
Jamie.
We're recruiting still. Where you at, Jamie? We need you out here, bro.
That'd be great.
Yeah, but I can't imagine like World War II. Like they were just like, "Oh, you're going to war." Oh, you're going to war.
I've always said it though. Like I don't think that works nowadays. I really don't.
I don't think so either.
I think 50% of people say no.
Even though you have to enlist or risk going to jail.
No one's going.
Hey Doc, I got bone spurs, man. Ali was a great one, man.
Ali style dog.
Yeah, for the Vietnam War.
Yeah. 2 years.
It was like
took away his prime years of his boxing, bro.
Yeah, he was like, I don't have no problem with no Viet Cong. My enemy's here, you.
Yeah,
man.
What do you say? He's like, ain't no Viet Cong ever called me an N-word or something like
that. Yeah, exactly, man. Man.
He's like, you want me to go over there and fight the white man's war?
Exactly.
Fucking look at him. Absolutely fucking right, man.
Exactly.
Every word he said was absolutely right, man.
And there's still people to this day.
They took away his belt, man.
Still people to this day who are like, oh, he was a draft dodger. I don't fuck with Muhammad Ali. It's not
crazy.
You obviously don't get where the fuck he was coming from.
You told me if you tell me you're a draft dodger, I'm gonna say good shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, good. Yeah, me too.
And see, people don't like to hear that because there's still like they've been able to maintain this like the country, America specifically. They've been able to maintain that.
Oh, listen,
respect in the military.
You can draft me if someone's coming here. If you say they got a fucking Navy fleet coming over here right now from fucking China.
Exactly.
You can draft me all day long. I'm down to square up here. But I ain't fitting to get on no motherfucking plane and go wherever you tell me to and start dropping bodies.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna do that, bro.
I'm ready to fight here, bro.
I'll kill people I don't know to protect ones I love.
Exactly.
But I'm not gonna go randomly go fight. They don't even got planes. They can't even get 50 people here. And you want us to go there with 500? You know what I mean? And square out with bombs and shit? Like, fuck no,
You're gonna go fight on their territory.
Yes, I'll do. Listen, put us all in jail. You know what the biggest prison gang's gonna be? Draft Dodgers.
I got you, bro.
We might as well all band up, bro.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ain't none of us doing it.
Exactly. We all gotta survive, man. Fuck that.
No, yeah, fuck them. People got a problem, bro. Whatever. I know. I definitely ain't going to that shit, man. Like I said, if it's here, I'm down.
Like, if I'm
here, you don't even gotta draft me.
If you're a draft dodger who like dodges that draft, they start calling like the draft dodger gang starts calling your draft dodgers. It's like full circle. It's like, oh, he's a fucking. He don't want to be a part of this shit. Exactly.
Fuck him. Prison broke his ass.
Exactly.
Look, he want to get drafted.
You should double your sentence, bro.
He's big man. He big.
Lock him up. Lock him up. We're making sure you're always going to solitary confinement.
Oh yeah, damn, that's bro. Crazy. That's a crazy thing to solitary confinement.
Yeah,
it's like how long can you sit in darkness?
Exactly, alone.
Before you literally are legit crazy. Because for me, it's like 30 minutes.
Think about the people who are like, all right, they have a think tank. People meet up and they're like, all right, so they're saying we need these solitary confinements to be more humane. What size are you thinking then? What size is humane? No, 3x3 is fine. You get a cot. Oh no, it has to be like 3.5. But like people come up with this shit.
Yeah.
Like, all right, what's a humane solitary confinement?
Well, when you're that's mainly got to do with
4x4.
privatization, in my opinion. It's just like, what's the smallest amount of living quarters we can possibly give?
Yeah.
Because we ain't even got it that, and that's why when you watch like Lockup and shit, you see they got theirs have bunk beds in the middle of like their gym. In the middle of like their gym floors or their lunchroom or something like that, or just an open area they got of just bunk beds on top of bunk beds because they're over fucking flowing.
Exactly,
because they got so many prisoners in there.
You got bunk beds in the fucking.
How is it that
showers.
We lock up more people than everybody? What Bernie say? Remember what Bernie said?
He's like China,
literally, basically a dictatorship. You can call it communism, but basically, fucking authoritarian.
Yeah.
And they're locking up less people.
And they have like 600, 700 million more people than us.
Right, exactly. With a billion people.
More rural regions, more regions that are untouched, kind of, and people do their own thing still. More regions than here in the U.S., and we have more prisoners.
And you're overflowing. And you want to talk about like you're not even locking these people up at night, bro.
The math's not making sense.
Just think about that, dog. Like, prison's already horrible, right? You already got to deal with your cellmate or whatever it is, your bunk buddy. Yep. At least at night when the door closes, you only got to worry about him.
Exactly.
At least you know that, right? When you're in an open fucking gym, and you ever see how they set it up? It's in a U.
Yeah.
So there'd be like a U of bunk beds, and then there's another U of bunk beds, like. There's not enough staff to be watching all these people. You could definitely get fucked in those auditorium bunk beds,
and people,
or get your body beat, whatever it is.
Learn the schedule, plan around it
for sure. If you only got one person going around, and you got, let's say, 1,000 people in there, or 500
every 30
people,
minutes or some shit.
Yeah, I can get the job done easy, and I got somebody keeping lookout, or I bet I just paid the guard because you're by yourself, and now I just easily got you. Like,
exactly,
sick,
man.
Bro.
Or like, you get organized shit where it's like, all right, I got my 2 other members, distraction.
Right.
They're going to fight each other
real
quick.
Exactly.
And then boom.
Or whatever it may be.
That's when we get them. I won't see it coming.
The worst is like when you get got by, I feel like, I can't personally speak.
What do you say when you get got? Like, so universal.
When you get got by like a prisoner though, right? Like whatever it is, he beat your ass, even if you did fucking get your butt. Even if you did, you're like, it's one thing if it's a prison.
If he got you,
you're like, no, that's horrible. I'm not walking that road on this one. That was the tranny argument. On this one, you're like, you know what jail is. Like, you knew that prisoners were coming for your ass, dog. Yeah. You knew that you had to do that. It's fucked up when the prisoners pay the guards.
It was
you know what I mean? And then they like open the door on you.
It was like that one movie. What was it? Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, exactly.
Where like eventually he was just like, all right, let's do this. He's letting them in.
Sending different people in and
like
shit.
2 years.
Yeah, one where
he tried to fight him off.
Kid and shit.
He tried to fight him off, and he was just like, eventually just let him do it. Like,
that's horrific, bro.
But he had a plan the whole time,
Like, yeah, but he's still. It's like us saying we have a plan right now, but like we're going to work tomorrow.
Well, I mean, like it's like kind of like a metaphor. Where it's like you gotta do 2 years to get fucked in the ass to live on the beach.
That's so true. Basically, our whole life is Shawshank Redemption. We need to learn a lot from Shawshank, right? It's just like take it for another 2.
Just get bang out those 2 years.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
You fight it. You let it happen sometimes. Then you live on the beach.
It's 2 years. I hate the sound.
You got a blown out ass at this point.
2 years, bro. How bad does that sound?
Oh, your ass is blown. You got a blown out ass.
I'm just talking about period.
Just can't defy like.
Just say like, oh, I'm gonna be rich in 2 years. We're still like 2 years, bro. It's not a short amount of time.
Yeah, I want people to be clear. It's like we're not talking about literally getting dicked in the ass. We're talking about it's metaphorically for working for somebody else.
Yeah,
you know.
And yeah, exactly. And you've been like, okay, well, I think I got a 2-year plan. I can move to Denver, and I'm gonna live off the land. It's like, still, you got 700 more days, to go.
That's 800. Oh, wait, no, that's 700. You're right.
It's like 730.
Yeah, 730. Yeah. But still, no.
That's a long time, bro. How many days do I got left?
Might die tomorrow.
You know what I mean? You think of them people that do, bro.
Might die tomorrow, bro. Yeah.
You never know. I mean, literally, people we know. That literally happens to, bro. And people that die, like, without doing what they wanted to do.
Exactly,
Crazy.
They had a plan. They were like, they were thinking 2 more years. I'm gonna go do something.
Crazy. You imagine
you die tomorrow.
You imagine I die tomorrow, bro. And you're just like thinking about all the things that I said I was gonna do or talked about doing.
Bro,
like,
kill it. I'd be
you're just like,
I'd be sitting. I'd be like, well, who else did he tell that to?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like they gave fire.
Didn't live on.
Like that. Am I the only one?
Fulfill my destiny.
Am I the only one with this flame? I have his ember. It's like his ember kindled my flame. Like, what does this mean? It would be a huge existential crisis. Just be like,
it's scary though, man.
Yeah.
It's so scary.
Yeah. But I mean, like, of course, small scale. We went did this real quick. I mean, we're like 3 months in now. We started getting this cast up.
We no longer link up and play video games.
Exactly,
We
don't link up and just smoke
and play
this zombie game or just talk for 2 hours. It's like now we're out here, we're having a podcast. We made something. We invested, put some money somewhere. Can we do it bigger?
Can we do it bigger?
So this is the $1 million question.
It took time. That's
the $1 million question, isn't it?
This took more months than we've been up. We started talking about this in like November.
Yeah.
We didn't start until like June almost.
We made it. Oh yeah.
We bought shit on Christmas.
Exactly.
For Christmas deals, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, it just shows you how long it could go.
Yeah, exactly. But again, small.
But you get it done at the end, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Problems. I remember it was a month we were set up before we actually were able to get a successful one on.
Yeah.
Yeah. That first video this should be really number 26 because we had that one that just was just like 2 hours of blank.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. That might still be up there, bro.
No, I think we cut that one and we redid the number one because I remember
there's a couple of them with blank at the end now. That's for sure.
Exactly.
So forgive us.
We called it exactly. And we're running strong then. We're
going to
consistency do it, Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you, equipment. We really appreciate it. It's just like
it's been good. But how do we turn this to how do we do that same objective line to a business?
Whatever that may be, you'll never know until you know.
Until we smack you in the face with some prizes.
Until you got Mike and Steve or Steve and Mike. It's still up in there.
The boys are plotting.
So and so, it's like, yeah. I hope we keep this though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always got.
This is I remember thought they're like 50 years old, bro, or like even if you never make $1.
You were telling me about the Joe Rogan shit where he was like, he was like, well, everyone kept telling me not to stop doing it. And I was like, well, I like it. It's like, well, shit, I like this.
There's like cool. 550 episodes in.
YouTube.
I finally started getting some money.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man,
it's like we're on 25. Long way to go. He definitely did commit to the craft.
He did. He really did.
Yeah. But he also has a lot of guests,
Yeah, even early on, he had a lot of people come on who was just talking crazy
Joe
shit.
Rogan's like people want to be.
I remember watching some of the first ones. He's in his house. Even up to like 200, he's like in his house, Skyping
on a couch.
You just see a big ass, like his big ass Quake gaming chair. You just, come on, Joe, that's your Quake gaming chair. You know it is, man. That's always kills me when he talks about fucking playing Quake.
Bro, I always geek the hardest of that part. I told you he had somebody in there.
Go play some Quake. You play Quake.
It was Duncan. It was Duncan Trussell.
Yeah.
It was Duncan Trussell, and he's like,
him.
He's like, he's like, I randomly got a message from you like, do you play Quake? And he's like, I felt like it was like that recovering alcoholic that's like, hey. You want to go get a drink? That was just so funny, man.
God, man.
That was a good one.
And that's why I feel so hard, because it's like, if someone came to me and they were like, you want to play World of Warcraft? It's just like, yeah, I do.
I feel like I would. I feel like if I just like couldn't play no more pub, in like 30 years, somebody's like, we've got pub. I'd be like,
see, that's the one I just like.
I'll play.
Like if I'm gonna do like, I don't know, man. Like let's say I had a bunch of money. I just had free time a lot of time. And I'm just making money. I probably would be playing some shit, where it's like let's say I don't have to like. There's like a 4-hour window in my schedule where it's like I just I'm done doing all my meetings and shit, whatever. Just make money, whatever. I'm gonna do with these 4 hours.
What about if you just had a whole free day? Like you're just rich. You just got a whole free day. How much would you gain?
Well, if at this point I done all my traveling, it's just like I'm a game. You know,
you're settling down. You're at your house for a year or something.
Like I got like someone texted me like, hey, we're going to Mali tomorrow. You want to go? I'm just like,
because at that point,
playing WoW tomorrow in New York.
Well, if you're rich, you could just be like, hey guys, let's why don't you guys all come over here? I'm gonna buy you guys all a 50-inch fucking projector. Look, I got you guys all the top fucking Xboxes. Like, let's all link up. We're gonna play squads.
That's what it would be. Exactly. That's what it would be. Exactly.
Together.
That's exactly what it would be. I'd be like, you ever see like those like gaming cafes? It'd be like that. But if I'm rich, it's like really done up.
You ever see that video like back in the day where like it's like 3 kids gaming? There's that one kid that's gaming from upside down and he's duct taped.
Yeah, he's duct taped to the thing.
Like, and they're like, nobody will understand this.
Yeah.
It's like, unless it was some certain game they were talking about.
Yeah, I think it was Counter-Strike.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, exactly.
That was one of the big ones early.
He's like literally just duct to stay out of the way, basically. He's just duct taped to the top. Like,
exactly. That was the last bit of space they had. He was like, do it.
Go up there. Put me up there. I can play.
That's a real picture.
Yeah.
Like real shit, like but yeah, like if I had that, like of course I want to be clear, it's like I have that much money, I have a set schedule where I have like people pretty much guiding my day where they're like, all right, like
you say you're game heavy.
I got my chef, I got my, I'm in shape, I'm going to the gym all the time, I got my fucking personal trainer that's paying $1,000 an hour, That's what I'm saying. I got Fletcher in this bitch, man. I'm paying him at this point, And I'm like, well,
chef cooking you good meals.
Yeah, it's like, bro, we can squeeze in 2 hours a day where you can do whatever you want.
I
fucking gaming.
I know. I fucking hate the sound of that. I hate the sound of that. Like we can squeeze in 2 hours a day, and it's still. I hate having a number on things. Like I don't even like.
It would suck. Exactly.
I don't even like gaming when I gotta go somewhere.
Yeah.
Like I remember back in the day, everybody would be like, yeah, I used to get up and game a little bit before school. I'm like, I could be up.
I never did that.
I can't do it.
Never did that.
I can't do it because I literally know I have to stop.
Exactly.
So I can go somewhere I don't want to go.
Exactly.
So I like to just do what I don't want to do and then come back and do it.
That's where I would like to be, like in that Joe place where he was like, bro, I was playing Quake for like 6 hours for like the past 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And it was like, I want to feel bad about that because he still went to the gym. He ran those fucking hills. He shot up podcasts and he got home and
they play there, but
and even though at the end of the month he went away for a week, that's what he did. But boom, his family was out, family time. I gamed. So got my game on.
Yeah, I feel like I would have like for me, it wouldn't be like every day type of thing. I would more like just spend a whole day gaming. Yeah, I just get some gaming in, bro.
But like, there's some games.
Like, the next day, I'd probably go a different direction.
There's some games coming out. Like,
I'd
probably be like in some. I'd be in like I'd have like a crazy like. Joe got that like flotation tank and like the sauna, and like next to that for me is like that's my VR room. Where I have VR.
They fuck around and drop like Ancestors on you, Humankind on you, a 2K,
VR,
a Madden, a FIFA.
Like you're literally like you're looking, you're like I'm a monkey.
Overcooked 3.
Oh shit! Fucking oh shit!
I can
trees and shit.
I live for the day where like I can play like a Fight Night 3D, and it'd be like realistic 3D,
exactly.
Not 3D, fucking
VR. Like literally, like yes, bro.
That'd be so cool, man.
There's some. I mean, like there's some great shit. Like
and I could be a real person over there too. You like you see Floyd Mayweather, you square out with him with your guy. That'd be cool.
I know you saw that one VR game like Boneworks. That's like still in development.
Is it a punching game?
No, it's like a shooting combat type game, but it's based around like ultra realistic.
Like you can reload and shit.
And he had the sword and he was running targets and he was like impaling it. And there was one where like he was grabbing it and he headbutted it.
You could do anything pretty much. Yeah.
He was headbutting.
He kept reloading the gun. Yeah. And like, at first he had to like figure it out.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, that shit, bro.
That was cool. That was definitely cool.
Like they have crazy ones. There's like $10,000 setup where like you have like that like running pad thing and you're just like you're really doing that stuff and you're just not moving anywhere.
Oh right. Yeah.
So
you're like, walking but you don't move.
Yeah, exactly.
Treadmill style, but all directions.
It's like I'm getting one of those.
That's insane. You want to talk about like being in the game?
Exactly.
It came a long way from like being like, oh, I want that fucking. I want that gas pedal when I play race games.
There'd be a long time for me if like let's say like
it's crazy.
I was to get like. I mean, I like to think I'm not that person, but like I would love to, like that, but like get that much money. It's just like might be single for a little bit. You know, it's like
I'm about to invent a game.
It's like, look,
I'm gonna invent that medieval game I always wanted, dog.
Hey, I'm about to fix that later.
I'm inventing a medieval game I always wanted.
Yeah.
Why not? Right? I got the money.
I'm doing crazy.
I'll make a system.
I'm like, okay,
I'll make a system that can play everything.
We got Steve X Tyson's Ranch.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have a big ass modem that just has slots for every game ever created.
Yeah, I'm just going every direction.
What do you got, bro? You want to play Scarface on Xbox 360?
Got Weed Resort going on. You know, it's like got that pumping.
You believe them about the 10 tons? They smokes 10 tons a month.
I mean, if that's like
that's 20,000 pounds of weed.
If that's the total resort in a month, maybe
20,000 pounds.
I'm trying to think of how many people you have coming through here, and
how many people would that take?
And like, is it smoked or is that like what they give you when people come and buy it? You know, it's like, you know, that's what I think. Like
he said, smoked.
Yeah, but it's also Tyson. You know, it's like
Tyson. Why not?
I think wasn't it Joe had the great impression of him. I think Joe really did it for him, bro.
A bunch of them did good ones.
They did real good ones on that.
How much would it cost you like get in the ring with Tyson right now? Go 3 rounds.
I've seen some videos of him recently. He still looks good. He looks solid, you know.
He's always gonna look better than you.
Boom, yeah. But like he was still looking powerful.
How much? Like the 40 grand get you in there?
For what? For what are we talking about? Like
3 rounds. 3-minute rounds.
40 grand might do it.
But I mean, what's it matter how many rounds because you're not surviving them?
Exactly, because I'm thinking I'm going
how much you get knocked out
I'm going 1 round, you know. But you give me that whole 40 grand. It's just I hate to put myself that cheap for something like that, but like. I'm thinking 4 grand in front of me. I'm like, I could probably, I just gotta fight Tyson real quick. You know, people fought Tyson for less. I'm sure.
I'm gonna. You're right. You know? In his prime.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm like, now they're gonna look at me. They're like, you're stupid. I got paid $20.
$20.
You know, and I went 6. You might not make it 1.
6 seconds.
You know? And I still got knocked out. I lost 4 teeth over 6 rounds. Like
I'm still not wrong. I got this stutter.
And I don't want to hear shit that's like, all right, 40 grand, but then tax it and you make 25. No, I want 40 grand.
Like, I watched this one video channel with this guy like this morning combat dissecting thing.
Yeah.
And the one guy on there, he's like, I hate people who are always like, he's like, at first it was like some weird shit about fighting, but he's like, I hate people who always try to put you in positions. Like, I felt like he was going at me. He's like, would you eat a shit sandwich for 60 grand? He's like, no, I have integrity. It's like, what?
That's where it's like when
you must come from a rich family,
right?
That's how I feel. Because 60 grand, dog, I'll eat anything that won't kill me.
But like, there's like something especially
60 grand, dog.
But like, there's something especially demeaning about a rich guy coming to you, paying to watch you eat shit for his amusement.
It's horrible. I'm not about that, but I got 60 grand.
I'm not dumb.
Like, bro, I'll try and eat like this cup right now. I'll eat this for 60 grand.
Yeah, it's like you're sitting there.
I might die from that, but
you're sitting there. And it's like, well, it's like, yeah, it's like I may be a celeb, but I'm not dumb. Like 60 grand will fix me right for real quick.
Yeah, like 60 grand, I could right away.
It's like, I eat, metaphorical shit daily for less.
Yeah. Like eat that shit sandwich one time.
Me going to
get it over with.
Me going to a job hourly is like, that's selling myself short metaphorically in the same way of eating shit.
What about someone just like,
come on.
I'm just thinking of something randomly now. What about somebody just like fully unloading a kick on your balls? Does that cost more?
Joke's on you. I'm into it.
Does that cost more than Tyson?
I think that costs more because I feel like that really hurts.
How do you know he's not going to ball shot you?
And I thought, but if we're going around, I'm thinking like, okay,
might just come out there
it's boxing rules, and it's now below the belt, and like
it's an exhibition.
And like, let's see if I get nailed in the balls, and it's like, well, you got disqualified. I technically beat Tyson. Does that mean I got double my money? Does that mean I got double my money? You know?
Like, joke's on you, fool. I put 80 grand on myself.
I paid that guy to give you the 80 grand.
That's it. He just unloads on your balls. One shot, bro. And they don't call it.
You're definitely getting a testicle ruptured.
It's funny because like you can tell me right now, like Tyson bites anyone, I'll pay for it, or like I'll illegally stream it.
I'm thinking like if I had money, it's like I might pay Tyson to fight you. And I might pay you to fight Tyson. I might do that. I might set that up.
If I can.
I'll be the guy to come together and be like.
Pay some step aside money.
But yeah, be like, look, any somebody beefs who want to get him squashed, I will arrange it and pay you.
Oh, let me think about like.
I'll pay you obscene money.
All right, what about if it's like, it's The Rock Vin Diesel and Jim Carrey versus Tyson.
I'll pay them.
Who wins?
I think the three of them win. You know, I think that's tough.
Much?
You know,
The Rock's too big.
I think you lose the Rock, and it's like a 1v2. You might have more of a chance. It's not equal.
The Rock's too big.
Well, yeah, but even if you take out like any one of those other people, like it's like okay, you know, I think that Tyson would do it. You know, regardless of who you take out there. You know what I mean?
So you're gonna look at Jim Carrey?
Because I'm thinking
Jim Carrey's your make or break.
No, I'm saying you take out any one of those people, and you dwindle it down to two, no matter who you take out. I think Tyson has a good chance, you know?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So I just removed Jim Carrey, and you think like, oh, now Tyson has a chance because Jim Carrey ain't there. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's just Vin Diesel and The Rock.
It's one less person who can catch you.
I know. No offense to Jim Carrey. You might be able to fight, but I'm just saying, like,
this guy dropping real wisdom out this bitch.
I think Tyson's just like, he's before you even notice, he's already zigzagging on you, and Jim Carrey's knocked out. And you ain't got your hands up yet.
So I'm thinking more of okay, we got Dwayne going in. Jim Carrey's not even on the front line.
I always thought Dwayne looked like a pussy.
But he's like a spearman.
I don't know.
You know?
But to me, he looks like a pussy.
I think he might be able to eat one or two.
I think the best chance is Vin Diesel.
They might be able to eat one or two.
I don't know.
Vin Diesel, yeah, definitely.
You think The Rock's ever took a liver shot from Tyson? No. Liver shot. You don't go face on The Rock, bro. You don't go up there and do that. I'm thinking liver shot.
I'm thinking like he has like 6-inch muscles right there. And just like he flexes it, just like. Ugh.
That's the thing that you can't even protect the liver. You know, they say it's a floating.
Yeah,
it's a floating.
It's literally right there.
So
there's like fat around it.
So you just get right underneath for that bottom ribs and just see you tomorrow, champ.
Yeah. So you're done.
I hope Daniel learned something from that.
Yeah.
DC, don't let him hit you in the body 6 times in a row. Can't win fights like that.
Love DC though. Love you, man.
Yeah, definitely. You're a goat, bro.
Either way, hope you do. However, which way you do, man. I hope it's what you want. And,
shout out DC if you want to come on the show. Let us know. Get your people to contact our people.
Fly you out, you know.
We'll fly you out here. Get to the show.
We'll figure it out, you know.
Break the news about your retirement on here.
Yeah, exactly. You know, what's up? You know,
Let us know.
Do something no one else has done.
Connor, love to talk to you about what happened.
Nate,
with that old guy.
Love to talk about your CBD company, your recent victories.
Nate, that'd be great.
Or Jose, if you want to come talk shit about Nate.
Jose.
Jorge is what it is.
Oh, you think you're getting offended by that?
Yeah, you knocked me out.
Definitely, for sure.
Like, ain't no fucking Jose.
Been another great cast.
Hey, we love y'all. Appreciate it. We like, share, subscribe. We love it all, man.
Thanks everybody for tuning in.
Coming back for everybody.
We got matters. Let's go.
Let's get it. Good night, everybody. Look at this shit.